Okay, honey. Are you gonna... Oh, no. Oh, come on. You have got to be kidding me.
No, it's not working.
Okay, here we go. Come on. Oh my gosh, come on.
I think you're a little early, honey.
I'm trying right now. I don't understand. Oh, maybe I... But I know it was, Oh my gosh, come on.
How cute. I can't believe he has his kids watching.
I don't understand this. Okay. Oh, there's stream health. Now it's yellow. There we go. Good grief. Stream resumed. Okay. I don't understand this thing. Alright, guys. 7:01.
Don't mention Ben until I get there.
I'm only a minute late. Alright guys, I guess it's live. I can't figure this thing out. I hit the... So last week you guys that are here, you guys saw what was going on. I put the thumbnail up and then I couldn't get it to click over to that thumbnail and go live, and so I shut it down. I went again and everybody's like, hey, where'd you go? And then went over to the new live, and anyway, I was hitting the live button to go live and it kept going to the dashboard saying the encoder set up, and I've already had that set up. Obviously it was... some of you guys were already in here a minute ago, and you saw us sitting around talking, and I didn't realize that even though I had my thumbnail up, I thought that's all you guys would be seeing was the thumbnail. So anyway, okay, who do we got in here tonight? Let's see here. Oh, goodness gracious. All right, busy little house. Hey, thanks for coming up. Busy little house, Anna. Ryan Cooper. Yeah, I know you're here. Sorry, dude. I could see your comments. I actually started accidentally streaming 10 minutes ago. Well, you're probably in there too. And I had 3 calls. I had my buddy Dave up there in Idaho call me. And then my buddy up in Portland, Oregon's like, dude, do you know you're live? I'm like, what? And then my other buddy Alan down there. Wildcat Farm. Thanks for coming in, guys. Thomas Schmidt Homestead Project, Busy Little House, Pizza Little Homestead. Yes, I was seeing you before, Mimsy. I can see everybody. Off Kilter Homestead. Hey, thanks for coming in, guys. Corsair Trainers, my brother up in the valley. How you doing, my friend? Thanks for coming in, guys. Okay, so now I got this thing figured out. No, I don't have time to pet you right now. I don't want to pet you right now. I'm busy. I'm busy. I know. Let me see if I can get you guys a live cam here. This is what I'm dealing with here. So, Marley, come here. What? You want some attention? You want attention, huh? Yes? What? You don't know what I'm saying to you? Alright, guys, so there's the dog. She's coming over here bugging me, hitting me with her chin, wanting some attention. She's precious. North Star, hey, Kathy, how are you? Yeah, you know what? Doug and Stacy were on, and I went, oh, no, I saw that live right there, and I went, oh, boy, I'm not going to get anybody to come watch me. Everybody's over watching Doug and Stacy, and I don't blame you. They're way more interesting and fascinating than I am, so they're the big dogs in the house, so. All right, thanks, Ryan. I appreciate it. I'm glad it's coming through good now, so I'm still trying to figure out these programs, you know. Anyway. At some point, I'll be able to, you know, go off my phone. Not that I really want to go off my phone, but I can just live stream straight through YouTube, and I don't have to, you know, use. I don't have to go through other programs. But anyway, okay. So you saw her, all right? yeah, she did. Mimsy, she did. Or Busy Little House. She wanted to totally come and bug me and distract me. So. Good to see the live chatting. Yeah, thanks, Alan. That's yeah, I know. I'm still trying to figure out the computer stuff. So, Thomas Schmidt Homestead, thanks for coming in. Pete's Little Homestead, right on. Yeah, we got a bunch of people in here. You gonna help me watch comments tonight, honey, or no?
Yeah, I'll be right back.
Yeah. So Olivia's gonna come and help me a little bit, guys. So, Off Kilter Homestead. Oh, you know what? That's funny you said that, Off Kilter. I was tempted to go zip over there, but I had to make sure this thing was up and running. So I thought I had it all running properly. So that's why some of you guys were watching. Olivia was watching a movie, and I was making coffee, and for like 10 minutes, and people were like, "Hey, you know that you're walking around your kitchen, and Olivia's watching a movie? Is that what you meant to do?" I'm like, "What? What are you talking about?" I was gonna go see Doug and Stacy for a minute, but anyway. Hey, well, Gossmania, it's probably good that it was hot, right? I mean, you guys weren't having, well, you guys don't get that many tornadoes in Mississippi, right? So, hey, Chris, thanks for coming in, man. She's coming. She's finishing up some stickers on her machine right now, so she's on her way over here. Yeah, you know what? We should just give Anna everybody's phone numbers and email address, and she can just start keeping track of everybody for us, right? No, I already went to the bathroom. I'm good. I'm ready to go. I was in making coffee in the kitchen. Okay. Well, yeah, in the woods, you were right. There's good people in here. I love all these. I love Kathy, North Star, Mimsy, Little House, Chris, yeah. Hey, Joey showed up. My slice of heaven. Poor Joey out there. Hey, man, thanks for showing up, man. I know you guys don't know Joey, My Slice of Heaven Outdoors. You got to go check out Joey. He does yards, and you guys have been just inundated with rain out there, so we haven't seen Joey doing his live streams for, gosh, this last month for a while, right? He hasn't been doing his live streams because he gets rained out, and he'll do a live stream, and then we won't see him for like a week because he has to go catch up on all the yards and stuff. He does yard maintenance and mowing and all that stuff for people, so he has to get caught up. And he said he hadn't been out to his place for for like a month to run that dozer because of all the rain and stuff. He'd been trying to catch up on his work. So that was really, really nice to see that dozer back in action and seeing those controls, Joey. I really appreciated that. That was awesome. And that thing is tiny. I didn't think it was, I thought it looked a lot bigger than that. But anyway, Freedom Using Farm and Arbor. Hey, thanks for coming in, you guys. This is fantastic. So how long, I wonder, so Chris, most of you guys were over there at Doug and Stacy's live stream. Are they done? Are they already done? Because you guys would usually be, hey, Pete's Little Homestead, thanks for coming in. Gosh, you guys would be coming over, unless it was a real short one, you guys are, just chomping at the bit to be talking. Off grid with Doug and Stacy. Are they still live?
What's going on?
Well.
All right. I don't know if anybody's going to show up because we have been MIA.
Oh, okay.
What's going on?
Oh, yeah, they're.
Oh my lordy.
No, I guess they're off. They're offline. He was worried about anybody showing up on his channel with 250,000 subscribers. Yeah, right. Well, I'm blessed to have you guys in here. This is great. This is about YouTubers. This is about you guys and making it great for each other. And so I appreciate you guys coming in. So here she comes, Chris. She's getting her chair. By the way, is that a llama or is that an alpaca?
Whatever you like.
Don't spill your coffee on me. Oh. Okay. Oh, no way. No way. What?
I've been wanting to.
Wow. Are you serious?
Mm-hmm.
Ha. All right, guys. I guess I can see what we look like here. All right, so that's what we look like. So you can see how much in the stream you are. If I can move this over a little bit. There you go. That better? That more better? So you guys see that coffee cup? Anybody zooming in on the coffee cup there?
I don't know where it is. Where is it? Can't really see it.
Hey, Dave, that's okay. I was late by a minute. Actually, I was early by about 15 minutes. I was live streaming, right? Thanks for the call, Dave. That was awesome. And my wife's like, hey, there's somebody from 208. Somebody in Idaho's calling us. What? Oh, and I didn't have your number saved in there. I'm like, what the heck? So then you answered. That was funny. Okay, Wildcat Hollow Farm. So I would love to hear more about that. You have my email address. I would love to chat with you about that. I'm fascinated. Chris, hey, that's enough out of you, mister. Hey, I don't know what to say about that. I can't say I make all the money because I don't. She works just as much. Joey, that's enough out of you too. Wait, hey, what is this? You guys bashing it's supposed to be bros before girls.
You better watch it there.
Oh my goodness. Well, it's cold and rainy out here. We actually are getting snow in the mountains. You got to do this right here. I had that perfectly
I know.
Oh, okay. That way we can see all of them.
Yes.
Unless you want to follow comments on your phone, that's easier. We're trying to get this whole screen thing figured out. Well, yeah.
Hi, everyone.
Yeah, I know, right? Busy little house. I know. I know. Well, let's see here. Who was it that was saying that? That was Wildcat Hollow Farm. Hey, Wildcat. So I'm really curious about this whole phenomenon. This whole YouTube thing fascinates me. So I would love an email about that. Just you and me, and we'll talk about it. Yeah. Okay, Kathy. I know you see that my better half here. So the only reason I'm here and doing this is because she is supporting all this. Hey, Outdoors with Eric. How you doing, man? Thanks for coming in. Dude, I've been watching all your videos, especially the last ones with the trespassers. I didn't see that last one, though. I just been trying to keep up with everybody's videos and stuff. So thanks for coming in, Eric. He's got a really cool channel. He's been having some issues with some trespassers and stuff and all kinds of stuff. They're doing some bad stuff. So let's see who else we got here. We got Ryan Cooper in here. Mimsy's Garden. Thanks for coming in. Peace Little Homestead. Happy Colorado Homestead. Wait, I didn't see Russ. Russ, are you in here? Where's Russ? Did I skip over you, Russ? Oh, there you are. Okay, cool. Yeah, Russ is in here too. Right on.
Where's Bennett? I thought Bennett was going to be on.
I'm looking for him. Oh, Chris, yeah. Yeah, I get it. That's fine. Hey, I got you here first before you ever saw her, so, But I guess you'll stay because of her. I get it. As long as I can keep her here. Cool. Right on. Well, tell you, got a bunch of people in here. Got a bunch of... those other live streams must have been boring, so... So, guys, we've got some fun news. We've got a bunch of people. We can go ahead and start. I can start yakking about some of the stuff I was going to talk to everybody about. We've got some exciting stuff. Do you want to show them one of your t-shirts that you finished? One of the fronts?
Sure.
So she's got.
So I can see the screen.
Well, that's why I do this right here. That way you can see that right there.
Oh.
You can see what it looks like there. Okay, so Olivia has. You guys saw the partially finished product last week of our t-shirt coming up here in North Idaho. So here is the finished product right here, guys.
Well, I don't have the names on it.
You guys see that okay? So Olivia made that. Pretty cool, huh? We're going to put all of the, on the back, we're going to put all of the channels, all the channel names on the back. That way everybody that shows up is going to get one. And we just got confirmation that Idaho Hillbilly is going to show up as well. So he's coming in here. He's going to be up there at our meet and greet, and he's going to do a 2-for-1 trip. I think he's going to be picking up some pine trees that one of the other channels actually have dug up for him, and they're going to he's going to make a day of it. So yeah, she did a great job, right, guys? So might just move over. That better?
No, yeah.
Like that?
I couldn't see myself.
There, that's better. Now you're more on the screen. So she's been doing signs and graphics and cutting out vinyl and stuff and iron-on stuff for shirts. And I don't know, how did you figure out how to do the screen printing? What gave you that idea? I mean, how did you figure out how to do that?
I've seen people doing it on Instagram.
So you saw that on Instagram?
On Instagram, then I looked it up. Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So you just saw another channel doing it, like, hey, and then figured out and then started looking into how to do it.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, gosh, guys, for any of you, well, guys, probably the ladies more of anything, you guys have heard of the Cricut machine, Cricut. They're not super. I mean, they're not super cheap, but they're not super expensive either. But you can do all kinds of stuff. Hey, baby. Nurse D is in the house.
Where is she?
Right
hey,
there.
Nanny.
There's our daughter right there. She is in her last year of nursing school, and she's doing good. Who was my photo bomber, Kathy? Was it Marley? Was she up on the couch?
Oh, probably.
Oh, yeah, there she is. She's always running around. She's playing with her ball. So, yeah. Thank you, busy little house. Aw. Yeah, she is very talented. I don't know if you were in here 2 weeks ago when I was bragging about her talent, but the city girl here she was never into crafts or anything, and so she has totally turned into the little homesteading queen. I think she has done all this crafting and all this creation stuff, and so she figured out how to do screen printing on shirts because it stays better than the iron-on stuff. You know, when you put the ink in and you ink it, it stays better. So she's making all of the shirts for our meet and greet coming up here on July 7th up in Idaho. And guys, we are just absolutely blown away with how many people have said yes, they're coming. SH, how do you pronounce that? SH Momeni. Ah, SH Momeni. That's cool. You were studying art for your BA. Yes, it is kind of fun. It's a little challenging. What's interesting is doing it by hand, doing the onesies and twosies. Well, we're now going to be doing 40.
Yeah.
We have 40 people showing up to our meet and greet, you guys. So when you're doing, onesies or twosies, it's not a big deal to line things up. But when you're gonna like those T-shirt shops that do screen printing for a living, and you start to understand why they have everything on a table, and they have those frames, and they have everything put on there, and it's that way they don't move. And you're going to do multiples of them. You don't want that thing to move, and you want the design to show up in the same exact spot, centered perfectly on the shirt or sweatshirt or whatever is you're screen printing. You want it to show up every single time in the same place. So she has totally just figured this thing out. So we're going to be able to. That's going to be one of our gifts to the whole meetup. We're trying to make it so that it doesn't cost anybody anything. I mean, everybody's going to buy their own meal at the restaurant. My buddy Jeremy at Living the Dream Homestead went over there, and he's talked to the owner and let him know, hey, we've got like 40 people or possibly more coming. He said, bring it. We got plenty of room. We'll handle it. We'll get the extra people. We'll be able to handle it. Don't even worry about it. Right on. He's going to give us access to his Wi-Fi, so we're going to have free Wi-Fi there, so everybody can live stream. So Dave, bring your laptop or whatever you want to do, and we can live stream right there. So you know what, Kathy, you're right. I wanted to do a video. Actually, I did take some video of her doing the screen printing and cutting out the stickers. And I know, Chris, I thought you were pulling my leg. You were just making me feel good, like you wanted to come out here. Hey, no, we're live streaming. That's enough. No. Now she wants attention. So thanks for riling it up. Mm-hmm. There you go. So anyway, yeah, gosh, I wish we could have you come out here. But Chris, gosh, you know what? We'll plan on next year, because next year, Mom, my knee. Oh, Mom, my knee. Oh, Mom, my knee. Okay. SH Mom, my knee. Mom, my knee. Okay, that's cool. Hey, that is really cool. Phonetically telling me how to say your name phonetically. That's really cool. I like that. Anyway, so we were doing. So I did take some video of her actually doing it. And I need to do a complete video from start to finish of her actually doing that. Talk about the homesteading spirit and figuring stuff out on your own. So we were able to get a really good price on some T-shirts and some good quality cotton shirts, and we're gonna make T-shirts for everybody. So, hey, Amy, Broussards. Sorry, I almost said I started saying it Broussard a long time ago. Sorry, Broussard. So the Broussards are in the house. Your BA is creative writing. Oh, okay. Well,
that's cool.
That's cool.
It's difficult.
I loved honors English in high school. Well, I'll remember that, Chris. I'll take you seriously all the time. Yeah, we would love to have you out here. SH Momini. Mom my knee.
Mom my knee.
Mom my knee. Okay.
Mom my knee.
So Amy's in the house. Is Brett working tonight, Amy? He's at the firehouse. That's so cool. Actually have a fireman. We have a fire family that watches us. I feel very blessed. Very Broussard. There we go. Broussard. Well, this is this could be an English test, an English lesson tonight. And I try and keep up with everybody's channels and keep watching all the latest videos and stuff. And gosh, it's so hard because I love all of your channels. I think I subscribed to all of you guys before you guys ever subscribed to mine. I'm trying to keep up with all of your videos. Man, it is just, it's impossible. I mean, so luckily because of the job that I have, I can at least listen to a lot of videos. I can kind of watch and I can keep caught up that way. But I don't know how the rest of you guys do it. If you have a full-time job and then trying to come home and do your homesteading and then do your videos and your editing and then try to catch up on people's videos, how do you pick which ones? I mean, your faves, I guess, right? So anyway, Chris says, I'll let her talk. You got something to say? Say something to Chris. Yeah. Oh, he's home? Oh, okay. Yeah, I just went and took a shower too. I haven't put a video out last week or this week. I'm still working on a video, and I feel bad. But I've done the live stream, so luckily, people are watching that. So I guess the live stream is, I guess that counts. So, but I got a pretty cool video coming up, guys, on a bumper that I bought. I bought this. It's a place that I saw advertised on Instagram called Move Bumpers. And for all of you guys that weld and do your own fabrication and you like to build things on your own, I needed a winch bumper for my truck, and so I found this company that was advertising on Instagram, and they give you all the pieces cut out for your whatever bumper you want, whatever style and shape and all that stuff, and they send you all the pieces, free shipping, and it's a fraction of the cost of buying a complete bumper done. So that's what I've been doing the last 2 days on this weekend. I had yesterday and today and tomorrow off, and so I'm ready to paint now. So I've been totally focused on doing that, as well as getting ready for our July trip, because we're going to go up to our place in Idaho for 10 days and the culmination of our trip. The last day that we're up in Idaho is going to be this meetup with all of the channels up there. And guys, we have 12 channels confirmed coming to our meetup in North Idaho. It is off the hook. I seriously, as pumped as I was last week, you guys, man, I have been struggling to get a good night's sleep at night because I'm so pumped about this meetup. And my partner in crime, he's got friends camping, staying with him at his property right now, so he's not going to be joining the live stream tonight. But that's Jeremy over there at Living the Dream Homestead. Russ from Happy Colorado Homestead. If you guys haven't seen Russ's channel, you guys need to go subscribe to Russ. He's got awesome. He is hilarious, man. Just his funny little quips and sayings that he says. He's just funny. Come on, let's go. All right, let's stop talking. Let's just go. I love that, Russ. Anyway, we've been talking like crazy we've been discussing this whole YouTube phenomenon and everything. And just to recap from last week, you guys. Good grief. Send me a PayPal and I'll take 2, and you'll need to charge shipping. Yeah, if you guys need a bumper for your truck, man, you got to go check out movebumpers.com. They're awesome. They're out of Montana, and they are fantastic. It's a great product. So, anyway, what was I talking about? Oh, the meetup. Yeah, guys, this meetup is just off the hook. We've got everybody is coming. Let's see, let me go get my list real quick. I'm gonna go get my list, you guys. You guys can ask Olivia a couple questions. I go get my list.
No,
you can
really?
handle it. Yeah, it's all yours,
Oh
baby.
my gosh! I
Oh wait,
will
here's
do my best.
Here's my list right here.
Oh, thank goodness
Oh.
you saved me.
There's the list, guys. Let's see here. All right, who do we got here? So guys, I don't know if you guys have all of these channels already subscribed. Most of you guys all subscribe to each other. Hey, Outdoors with Eric, I forget where you're at. Where are you at? Are you up in you're up in Canada, right, Eric? I forget. Joey. Hey, okay, Joey. Hey, sounds like the delay. It's not very much of a delay because that was pretty quick. I just barely put that up there like 10 seconds ago, and you saw that. So that sounds like there's not much of a delay. Last week, I swear our delay was so bad. And gosh, the list. Yeah, well, I don't have you guys on my list, Broussards, but maybe someday we will, right? Next year, we're planning on doing a Baker Creek style event. We're hoping it's going to be huge. And Arms family and Dutch, if those guys can put together an event like that with 1,000 people showing up in 30 days, then we can put together a giant event in a year. We're going to have a year to prepare for it. So, yeah, we have Living the Dream Homestead, Chad and Shelby from North Country Off Grid. They're coming. So here's a channel, guys, that I was unaware of that are right up there in Idaho. It's called Good Simple Living and Homesteading. And the Souzas, they're coming. They're a huge channel. They have something like 20,000 subscribers, 50,000 subscribers. No, oh, I forget. They're a pretty good sized channel. And then this is another homesteading family that's huge. Homesteading Family. That's the name of their channel. They have 98,000 subscribers, you guys. And Josh and Carolyn said they are coming. They have some beautiful kids. They are coming to this thing. We have some huge channels. So those are our big ones. We have North Country, Good Simple Living, and we have Homesteading Family. All three of those channels are coming. They're huge. I reached out to Wrangler Star and Cody. He gets so many emails. I don't think he ever saw my email. I even threw him a super chat one night, and he said, "Yeah, put super chat on here, and I'll find it in my emails." And he probably got 20 or 30 emails that said super chat on them for people. Anyway, we got Tom's Backwoods. Tom and Teresa are coming. Essential Mountain Homesteading. Tyler's coming. Let's talk about prepping. Imagine Acre Wood. Dave, you're already in here. You know you're coming. We got Bear Paw Timber. Survivology 101. David Norseman Williams, he's got a bunch of subscribers too. He's a pretty good sized channel. And then Idaho Hillbilly just confirmed that they are coming. So, oh, wait a minute. Where's my phone? Tony Rinker emailed me a little while ago. Where did she go? All right, guys, let me see if the Rinkers, you guys know Breaking Free Off Grid with the Rinkers. They were on Homestead Rescue. Let's see what Rinkers said here. What did Tony say? Oh, wrong email here. Here we go. Okay. Oh, okay. So she wants to know who's coming. That's funny. Okay, so I gotta answer the Rinkers back and let her know who's coming, and maybe once she knows who's coming, she'll decide to come or not. Well, I'm gonna be there, and then all these other people are coming. So, hey. Fairy Tale Creations. Hey, thanks for coming in. Oh, who else? Like Green Acre Homestead.
Living the Dream Homestead.
I know, Jeremy. That's cool. No, I know that. You're good. Go for it. Take care of your friends, your company. This is an every weekly thing. So, you and I only talk about an hour a day now. So don't worry about it, brother. Go enjoy. Have fun. Let's see, Geeky Gardens. Oh my goodness, Bayou Homestead. Hey, how you doing? Thanks for coming in, you guys. Holy smokes, man, this is a fantastic group tonight. Narrowway Farm. I love that guy. I love his name. I love the name of his channel. He's a Christian. It's awesome. Jeremy, go take care of your friends. This is secondary. Family and friends first before YouTube. That's a rule. So anyway, guys. Yeah, this thing is going to be pretty cool. We're going to be giving away. Oh, let me talk to you guys about what we're going to be giving away potentially. I have had some offers for. Now these are possibilities. I cannot confirm, but I cannot deny that there's going to be a goat given away. That will be one of the grander prizes. I cannot confirm or deny that there will be 8 hours of excavating time given away. You provide the transportation and fuel. And I cannot confirm or deny that there will be some scraper time given away at our raffle. You provide the transportation and the fuel. So everybody knows how expensive heavy equipment stuff is. So if good night, Jeremy. Have a good night, man. So oh, okay. So you're gonna let it go. Well, Keith, I guess too bad. You're gonna have to. It was Hitch with Will Smith and who was that?
No,
Who's
he
the
said
girl?
what happened to my movie. And
I know.
Oh my goodness, he saw me crocheting too.
Yeah. What was the movie? Hey,
Hitch.
turn.
Hitch.
It was Hitch with Will Smith. We've only seen it about 50 times, so. So you can go watch that movie, Keith. You don't have to sit here and watch me blab all night. So. Who else we got in here? Bayou Homestead. Pete's Little Homestead. Oh man, you guys are awesome. Thanks for coming in. So anyway, those are going to be some of the raffle items that possibly have been voiced as potential items to be given. And then we have everybody coming and bringing gifts that they've created, some games. We've even got Dave right here. If you guys don't know Dave right here, Imagine Acre Wood, go check out his channel. He's got a beautiful piece of property up there. He's going to be bringing a bunch of gifts, even some stuff for the kids. So we're not going to leave the kids out of this too. So, oh, Bayou Homestead. click on his channel. Okay, so Bayou Homestead. Oh, I can't do that. You just got a new tractor, so I want to go see your video. Do you have a video up about it, Bayou Homestead? Where did you go? Where did you go? Let's see here, Bayou Homestead. I want to see your channel. I don't think I'm subscribed to you, Bayou Homestead. So I want to go. Okay, I'm gonna check out your channel. Hey, look at that! You got a L2501. Check you out. Okay, I'm gonna be watching that. I'm gonna save that to watch later, Bayou Homestead. Thank you for saying something about it. I appreciate that. My plan is to have a tractor by next. I'll hold that thought, Greenacre Homestead. I'll explain in a second here. I know you were kind of late to the chat here. So Bayou Homestead, I'm gonna ring your bell because we're gonna be buying a tractor, and I want a Kubota. I keep going back and forth. I'm looking at Capper Outdoors, looking at that tractor. I'm looking at the Yanmars. I'm looking at used Fords. I'm looking at all these different tractors. The RK, the Branson. See, Capper Outdoors. If you guys haven't seen Capper Outdoors, he's got some great stuff, and he just bought that Branson for his big farm. He just bought a 140-acre farm down in Kentucky, man. I am so jealous of that guy. I started watching him because I was doing a cell tower for my ham radio and for my cell phone antenna, and he's got some awesome tractor stuff on his. So anyway, so you just bought an L2501 because I actually want to get like a 40 horsepower, at least a 35 and not a 40. So I'm gonna go check out your channel a little bit later on after this is done by your Homestead. So thanks for speaking up. Appreciate that. Greenacre. So we're doing a meetup for YouTube channels only, and the response, what a bunch of us found, because so far we've got Jeremy in here from Living the Dream Homestead, and we got Dave from Imagine Acre Wood. They're my other my two North Idaho peeps that are in with us right now tonight, and we have our property in Idaho as well. We have a log home on 5 acres with a trout stream. You know, we are moving up there to work and finally retire at some point. There are in Kentucky, yeah, Wildcat Hall of Fame. What does that mean? KCOOKY? Kooky? The Broussards are still in here. I love it. You guys are awesome. So I was shocked at how many YouTube channels were in North Idaho. Not just Idaho, but North Idaho, up in the Panhandle. We are exactly 2 hours and 8 minutes from the Canadian border. So we're a little ways away from the border, but all these people are doing YouTube, and this is just YouTubers. Homesteaders, preppers, I mean, everybody's heard the talk.
Greenacres from Western North Carolina, right?
Western North Carolina. Oh, okay. Yeah, you're just a little bit of ways away from us. But so what I was talking about last week, Green Acres, is I was shocked how many people were right around us. And so what I was last week, especially I was urging everybody and talking about the whole issue of the whole idea of community, and that people are craving community. That okay, I thought so, Wildcat. I thought that was your ham license. Yeah, mine is KK6 HPX. I actually have my initials as part of it, so it's KK6 HPX is mine. What state are you in, Wildcat? Wait, okay, who was in North Kentucky?
Somebody said Minnesota.
Pizza Little Hunt Homestead, you're in Kentucky as well. Broussards are in Louisiana. Bayou. So we have all you guys back there, man. You guys are staying up late. That's really cool. Thanks for coming in. Because obviously this is we're 7 o'clock California time, and I really appreciate you guys staying up for us. So if you guys are getting tired and you want to go, I totally understand. But I am stoked to have you guys here. So, yeah, we had found. Hey, Brett showed up. Did you get all washed up and showered up, Brett? You don't want to stink out your ladies right there. So, and then we know that they can handle a live stream without you. They proved that. They've already proved that a couple of times. So we were shocked to find how many YouTubers were in North Idaho. And so we started talking. Jeremy and I, Living the Dream Homestead, we started talking like, we should do a meetup. That'd be a lot of fun. And I had just finished watching all you guys, a bunch of you guys going to Baker Creek, and then some other people going to Dutch and Daniel's meetup where they had 1,000 people. I thought, I am so jealous of that. Why do they get to have all the fun back there in the Midwest and then on the East Coast? Why do they get to have all the fun? There's nothing like that going on out here. I mean, there's homesteading shows and stuff, but there was no meetups for just YouTubers. So we started reaching out to people. I started emailing people. I was overwhelmed with how many people said, yes, I'll be there. When is it? Like, do you want to know what we're going to do first? Do you want to know what we're going to talk about? And people were just like, okay, I'll be there. And they didn't even ask any of that stuff and says, okay, well, this is what we're going to do. Okay, cool. So what I've discovered, so you've been here for a while. We got Tom Schmidt, New York. Wow, so you're, holy smokes, 11:38. So a lot of you guys are late nighters. I know some of you guys burn the midnight oil.
Holiday for some tomorrow.
That's true. Yeah, but Chris is up. I don't know how many hours a night Chris even sleeps, because he's constantly, if he's not in somebody's live stream, he's live stream. I don't know how he has time to even. He has to wait till Ellen goes to bed. Probably I know that's the case. So last week she woke up and you had to go take care of her. But anyway, yeah, we're early to bed and early to rise, man. We're up by 5 to 6. We're up by 4:35 every day. So we're usually in bed by 8 or 9. But yes, Geeky Gardens, that's right. Thanks for bringing me back to what I was talking about. Don't say it, Chris. Don't say it. I know you're going to say it. Don't say it. The popularity of meetups shows the size and fervor of this community. Okay, so I see what you're saying there. It shows the size and the fervor, how genuine people are. But what I was saying last week is that there is a... You hang upside down? There is a huge... that's awesome. Way to go, Bayou Homestead. Fantastic. Why not? Why not meet at a restaurant? You guys everybody needs to do that. That's what we were talking about, community. And that people are craving community. That the internet has created anonymity amongst everyone. I used to bag on my kids for how much they were glued to their phones, and we worked really, really hard to teach our kids how to talk to people face to face and not do it through a text message. And we didn't give them phones until way late. We held off. We see kids in grade school carrying around phones and messaging other people. People are not. Elin. What have I been saying? Did I say Elin? Elin.
Where?
That's Chris's daughter, Elin.
Hmm.
What was I saying? Yes, yeah, you did it. He said it. Gosh dang it! At least he spelled my name right. Squirrel. I hate that. I can't focus. I can't focus when you're in here, Chris. So community, people are this internet thing. Our kids, millennials, people cannot talk to each other properly, with respect, with civility. I mean, I've got a bunch of you guys as moderators, thankfully, and everybody's on the lookout for those keyboard warriors, those slobs that are 40 years old in their mom's basement with nothing better to do. That's our favorite picture of one of those guys, right? People cannot communicate with each other. They can't talk with each other, and man, oh man, it kills me that we have lost the art of communication, right, Dave? That's what you studied, the art of writing, the expression of the written word. People can't write, people can't talk, they can't express themselves properly and everybody gets offended these days about every little thing. So the internet has created this monster in our society and culture that nobody knows how to talk to each other. Nobody can, but we're all craving that. We're craving community. We're craving that connection. This is cool, and I know you're all there, but you're not. I can see your comments, and I know what you guys look like and sound like when I watch your live streams and we interact. But the interaction here is still electronic. People are dying to meet and impress the flesh, shake a hand, give a hug, and greet each other and spend time with each other. Physical presence is blows me away how important that has become. So, yep, I got the hammers.
What is this?
I'm a troll, pay a toll. That's right. No, he's just on the lookout for looking for trolls. So anyway, so I can see. So check this out. I had a YouTube live stream I was in this last week, and we were chatting. They were talking about all of these meetups, and it was an interesting comment. Interesting comment that the live stream made was he was afraid that all of these meetups was going to dilute them. That was the exact word he used, was dilute. So, well, they've been accused of not being here for years. Okay. I thought that was an interesting comment because, well, gosh, how many... I wonder if anybody... I meant to look up the statistics and see how many actual homesteaders there are versus how many homesteading channels there are. I would say that all of us YouTubers are just the tip of the iceberg. If there's 1,000 homesteading channels, there has got to be 10 million homesteads. Anybody think about that? You can show that. That's good. Yeah, you're right. You're right, Kathy. Yeah, we can all get sucked into that, Kathy. It's totally true.
What's this? Hold on, right here.
I scared this crap out of her. Uh-oh. Was that last week when we were in Chris's live stream and I was and I kicked out? No, it wasn't Fairy Tale. It was that Kirsty girl. And Chris had to. And Chris was. Hey, you were way behind the other night, dude. You were so far behind, and so we were trying to hit the trolls, and Kirsty wasn't. It was just she wasn't typing everything out all the way, so I wasn't sure who she was. I hadn't seen her before, so it was my bad. And so we all gave her the hammer, and then we're like, oh wait, she's not a bad troll. She's not troll. So we all went back and tried to reinstate her. Anyway, so I apologize, Chris. We were just trying to do a good job for you. Good night, Jeremy. Thanks for coming. Hey, you weren't supposed to be here that long. You got people to take care of. So, hey, you're bad. Have a good night, man. So anyway, Off Kilter, homesteading nonprofit help has a group of 8,000. Wow. Hey, Off Kilter, where are you at? What state are you in?
When you went live by accident.
Oh. Yeah, well, hey, good thing I wasn't running around in my underwear or something, huh? That'd have been really embarrassing. Good grief. Yeah, sorry guys about that. I thought I had put up my thumbnail, and I thought that's what you guys were seeing was the thumbnail, and it wasn't. It was actually the live stream off of my OBS, so I apologize. So,
you all not knowing made me panic.
Yeah. Yeah, she's like, well, good thing we weren't making out or something. I go, yeah, that'd have been really embarrassing. So. Yeah, I know, right? Busy little house.
Scott's on.
What do I do when my career demands me? Well, I pay attention to my career. You mean operate a crane? I run my crane. So I got the hands free, so I can listen to I can listen to stuff sometimes when I'm working on breaks and lunches and stuff. I'll jump in or I'll answer a comment or something. But my career does demand it. Hey, Bennett. Bennett is on. What's up, buddy? How you doing?
He got his first fish. Congratulations on your
Nice
first
job,
fish catch.
Bennett. That was awesome. That was a nice trout. That was a beautiful little trout.
And then you cooked it and ate it. That's awesome.
That was even
Bennett.
better. That was fantastic. Was it good, Bennett? Did it taste good? Did your dad, did he cook it right? I like to cook my trout in with a little bit of butter and dill. dill on trout tastes really, really good. But it looks like he rolled it in. Looks like he rolled it in cornmeal and then cooked it up that way. So that looked really, really good. So no, I didn't see Busy Little House first live. I didn't. Wait a minute. Was that with you, Chris and Mimsy? Mimsy, you're funny. Dave from Imaginator Wood called me, and I didn't have his. He had my number, but I didn't have his number yet. So Olivia's like, "Hey, somebody's calling us from Idaho. What the heck? Who is that?" I'm like, "I don't know. It's Idaho. Somebody knows me." So I picked it up, and it was Dave. He's like, "Dude, you're live." I'm like, "What?" Anyway, yeah. So you guys can all thank Dave from Imaginator Wood. Bennett, that is awesome. So my buddy Scott Howell is he's up in Portland, Oregon, in Antifa Central. I love throwing that out there. And he is putting in raised bed gardens. He is got his nice little slice of heaven up there in Portland, Oregon. And he is a smart contractor up there. Actually, he's a foreman for a big contracting company. So he deals with cranes and has cranes on his property and or on his projects. And his son caught his first fish, and he sent us pictures of that. So that was a nice little trout too. How long was that? Did you measure it? It looked like it was probably it looked like a good solid 10, 12 incher. And he cooked it up in panko and egg wash. Fantastic. That's awesome. So first trout, and he sent me the picture. I'm actually very, very honored that you sent me a picture of your kid catching his first trout. I don't know why you picked me. I would think you have a million friends you could have sent that to, and you sent, or maybe you did, and I was the last one on the list. That's probably more like the answer. But thanks for sending that. That was really cool. That I felt very
10 inch.
10 inch.
Wow,
Fantastic.
Bennett.
Nice trout, Bennett.
Nice job.
So you just got to keep bugging your dad to take you fishing, Bennett, because you are in fish heaven in Portland, Oregon. There are little streams and rivers and ponds everywhere, and so you know. What you got to do, Bennett, is you got to just get mom and dad's permission for the local pond, wherever the closest pond is, and ride your bike down there and go fishing. You don't need mom and dad around you. You know how to catch a fish there, buddy. So I'm just instigating a little, a little. Not that he needs any prodding. So, so I don't know, Scott, if you guys' area where you're at, if it's safe for the kids to go ride their bikes, you know, half a mile away or whatnot, you know, but.
What does it
So
mean
we used to do.
You're the first.
I'm the first one that he sent the picture to.
Oh, how nice.
That's cool. I actually would. I'm gonna lock that picture and actually download that. That's one for the album. That's a good one. That smile on his face, you guys. And how many of you guys remember catching your first fish? Those of you guys that ever those of you that go fishing. I still remember when I was Bennett's age, because Bennett is what, 8? How old is Bennett? I think I was 5 years old.
I want to show everyone the picture. This is Bennett catching his first fish.
There he is. Got to go up a little bit.
Up.
There you go. Back up a little bit. Back it up. There we go. There. Now it's in focus. All right. There you go. All right.
And then
I guess we probably should have asked you permission to do that. These are all good people, Scott. I trust all these people.
And then he was eating it.
No. So
That picture is priceless.
that is the smile on that kid's face is priceless, you guys. I love that. So
Yeah.
I hope you're okay with us showing that to our friend Scott. Should have asked him.
Sorry.
Oh well. He's a great kid. That nice tennis trout there. Anyway, I remember my first trout. My grandpa took me to a stream by a road up in Oregon. It was somewhere in Oregon. I don't remember where. But he had me with my worm on my hook. He goes, "Hey, go hide behind the bush on that little stream. You got to make sure the trout don't see you because they can see really good. So you got to kind of hunker down. You got to hide behind something if you can." So I did. I went and hid behind a big bush, tossed my worm in, and I caught my first fish. I'll never forget that. I think I was 5 years old when I caught my first fish. So somebody calls bluegill Wildcat Hollow Farm. So you must have been down. Oh gosh. You're down there, down south, catching bluegill in a pond or a lake or something. Yeah. Busy little house. That's right. That's how you raise them right. Yeah, you take them outdoors and you show them what God created, right? Absolutely. Teach them how to fish. Teach them how to feed the chickens. You know, teach them how to mow the lawn. All that stuff. Yeah, it's good, honest, hard day's work. So this kind of community, guys, that we have here is, I mean, it's fantastic. We were talking. Jeremy and I were discussing this some more about, and Russ from Happy Colorado Homestead. So I don't know if Russ is still in here or not. And so, hey, busy little house. I have your bell on, so I want to know when you're going to do your first live. Hopefully, it's at a time when I can watch. I really want to. I want to be in there and help you out for sure. I mean, I'm nothing. Thanks to you guys, I'm at 560 subscribers. Thanks to all you guys. Thanks to guys like Chris and Broussards and all of you guys, Bimsies. All of you guys are great. So thank you for all that. But yeah, so I'll do everything I can to help you guys. But this idea of community is just it's killing me. I'm just like obsessed with this at this point. All these people are coming up here to meet and greet each other and to break bread and have a meal over brunch on July 7th on a Sunday. There was a couple of channels that decided one channel just never even answered my email, and I sent a couple of emails. Subscribe to their website and all that kind of stuff. And they say right on their website that they don't participate with people one-on-one, that they choose to share their lives through their videos. So, and it's more of a business for them. YouTube is a business. And there was an interesting comment by another channel that was involved in some drama last week. I won't say who it was, but it was interesting that he had said something of they didn't really watch anybody else's channel. And I thought, well, gosh, and they're a big channel. I thought, how the heck have you gotten, thousands and thousands and thousands of subscribers and not have watched anybody else's channel? I think, good grief. But they are absolutely about community. So they're one of the ones, and he said they were going to start watching people's channels and starting to try and participate better and help facilitate and help this sense of community grow and to deepen. So the meetup is July 7th, Kathy, and it's in North Idaho. So I know you're in Minnesota. Oh gosh, where did Kathy go? North Star. I have you wrote down here, right in here. You're in Minnesota. Kathy's in Minnesota. You're not going to come all the way out here, Kathy. We'd love to have you, but good grief. Nathan, who's Nathan? Oh, Nathan is which channel? Samson Farms. Hey, thanks for coming in, Samson Farms. I gotta write that down too. That's another channel. I've subscribed to your channel, Nathan, but I haven't seen the last of your. Let's see, where did I write down? Samson Farms. I think you're on Instagram too, aren't you, Samson Farms? Yep, Nathan at Samson Farms. So anyway, so yeah, 7th and June 7th. Hey Scott, if you guys want to make a trip out there, that'd be great. But what we were going to try and do, Scott, is on our way home, because after that meetup, we were planning on leaving Monday morning and going to see my aunt in Grants Pass. And Grants Pass is 45 minutes from you guys. So we were going to stay with them Monday night and then possibly swing by and see you guys maybe Tuesday sometime. Tuesday, I don't know, Tuesday afternoon or something. That'd be cool if you guys would have us. So anyway, so that's what we were planning on doing is going to leaving Monday morning. But that meetup, I figure we're only planning on being there for an hour and a half to 2 hours. I can already tell that people are going to be hanging out and talking and getting to know each other. For example, this idea of community, guys, how it's already working. We have David from Imagine Acre Wood and Bear Paw Timber, our two North Idaho YouTube channels. They're great channels. If you guys aren't subscribed to those, you guys want to see some cool off-grid mountain men out there cutting wood and what North Idaho looks like up in the woods. Go check out those two channels. That's Imagine Acre Wood and Bear Paw Timber. They're great channels, great dudes. Those guys live down the road from each other, and they met each other in my live stream a couple of weeks ago, and they started chatting. Dave says that now they're talking. They're friends. So they really don't need us anymore. But that's community. Jeremy from Living the Dream Homestead. He's a good dude. He's got a log cabin he's renovating. Man, he's got some crazy stories coming up for you guys. So I would, if you guys want to hear some crazy stories about easements and rights of way, oh yeah, it's coming. He's got some crazy stuff coming. So anyway, this sense of community, Jeremy and I mean, we both grew up in the Willamette Valley in Eugene, near Eugene, Oregon, and we never even knew it. We both got our houses. We have the same realtor who got us our properties in North Idaho. Had no idea. We have so much in common. It's hilarious. I can't wait to get up there and be up there full time, because we're going to end up hanging out all the time. And Dave from Magic Acre Wood, he's going to be my fly fishing buddy. Jeremy, we're going to go fishing, so I can't wait. So the community that we are involved with in North Idaho, we're not even up there full time yet, is awesome. Good, solid people. And that's why I have just been consumed with you people, you guys, all of you people, with the exception of the occasional troll that comes through. All of these people, all of you guys are genuine, real people. This is reality TV. Russ, I was talking about Russ from Happy Colorado Homestead. I mean, he's probably gone. He's got sucky internet. He's trying to get his internet to be better so he can be part of these live streams. We've got Russ. Thank you, Mimsy. Oh, I forgot that you do that. Gosh, I'm still trying to process and remember all of these things that are going on. Thank you, Mimsy, for putting that up there. She is awesome. She is like the best moderator. So you guys had a great live stream the other night, and you and Chris and Fairy Tale, all three of you guys. That was a great live stream, and I couldn't stay. I had that project that I had to get going, and I just could not stay. I wanted to hang out with you guys so bad, and I couldn't. So thank you, Mimsy, for coming in here and being part of this. Broussard, you're still in the house. Thank you guys. You guys are awesome. So this whole idea of community up there, I mean, people are just dying for connection and meeting up and supporting one another. And what we have found with all these YouTube channels that want to get together, that's all we're doing is just YouTube channels. We had Chad and Shelby from North Country Off Grid. Chad's like, so I'm going to do a live stream and I'm going to announce it, and because we have a whole bunch of fans and followers and people and friends that want to do a meetup with us, and so I'm like, whoa, let's put the brakes on that, because by the time I finally got Chad and Shelby to start chatting about this, I had already had like 5 or 6 channels say, yeah, we'll be there. And so I thought, well, gosh, Chad and Shelby, they've got they have 30,000 subscribers. If you do that, we're talking about doing a Daniel Arms Family Homestead and keeping it Dutch size event. I'm not ready for that yet, and I don't know that anybody else was. So we are strictly keeping it to just YouTube channels only. And then we're going to get to the part of at the end of the meeting, after we have our fun, we're going to actually put together probably a committee of volunteers to get the process rolling, because we want to do it right. We want to have a big event, and we want to do it right. So that's the plan, guys. That is going to be what the meetup is about. People getting together and actually meeting people face to face and shaking hands and getting to know each other. And I am just even Olivia she's pretty excited, I think. So, we're going to go and have fun and meet people, and we're looking forward to it. So that's what's going on. So all of you guys in your areas, wherever you live, like I was talking with Russ on Happy Colorado Homestead, he was like, well, he's in Western Colorado. I don't have anybody over here. He's got 4 or 5 neighbors that he talks with and he's friends with, but he doesn't have, he's like, I don't have any YouTube channels over here. But I guarantee you, if he reached out, I know there's a bunch of people in Colorado. Matter of fact, one of the biggest channels I watch is Hydroman. That guy's in Colorado, Hey, Chris. Oh, I know, Chris. You've already watched him. Never mind. I'm sorry. I know you watched him. The Hydro Man. Um, that guy's in Colorado. So I know that there's a bunch of people that would be willing to drive, and people are willing to drive 1,000 miles, like Stivers. Gosh, I think did they say they drove 1,000 miles to the Baker Creek event, and then we had Two Family Homestead. Those guys drive to all kinds of stuff. So anyway, guys, I wouldn't be afraid of diluting any of your that having your meetups in your areas is going to dilute anything. If anything, it's going to promote and encourage and strengthen the community that's out there, the community that we have as YouTube creators, which is just really weird for me to say. I mean, I started doing this in January. I started doing YouTube like 6-7 years ago, but it was just for fun. It was just I didn't really understand what YouTube really was. I didn't really look into it until I started watching a couple of big channels on a regular basis when we bought our property up there. And this sense of community that we have is just insane. So you're going to be an hour from Baker Creek. Oh, that's cool. And you drove 10 hours to the shindig? Wow. That's crazy. So I missed, looks like I missed a comment there. You're explaining to somebody about how we're limiting it. So we had to limit it to just YouTube channels because we needed to make sure that we had the right people in place to prepare for it, and we didn't want to get overwhelmed. Daniel from Arms Family Homestead and Keeping It Dutch, they did their thing in 30 days. They had 1,000 people show up. I would love to be able to talk to one of those guys and ask them some questions about how did they expect that many people to show up, or did they just put up a thing and hope for people? Did they RSVP? Did they know that many people were going to show up? Were they prepared for that many people? So there's a lot of. So if you guys are going to plan, meetups, obviously this meetup is going to be with just YouTubers. So we know who's coming. They're RSVPing. We know who's coming. We know kind of what to expect, and it's going to be a manageable size. But if we had, oh sorry, hey, sorry Shane, I know you came in a little bit late. Nothing. Oh yeah, I'll give you some details, Shane, in just a second here. Oh, what was I saying? Squirrel. My wife just walked in the room. That was a squirrel. So if you guys are don't be afraid to do a meetup with your local YouTube creators, and then decide to start planning. But if you guys are close to like Baker Creek, you already have all the planning done for you. I mean, that's a huge event. So, okay, thanks, Mom my knee. I'm gonna get it right one of these days. Mom my knee. When I get used to seeing you here all the time, I guess I'll remember it. So, anyway, so you guys have big events like that already going on in your area. Plan the small ones and get together, because that's where it's community. It's kind of like church. We go to a church that's got like 10,000 members. It's a big church, but we all go together and worship corporately, right? And that's fantastic. And we're all worshiping. We hear the message from the pastor or whatever. But where we do life is in our small groups with our friends. That's where small home Bible studies. That's where you're actually doing. That's where you're growing as a believer. And that's where you're encouraging other people, and you're learning about the Word and whatnot. So the same thing applies here. Community. You've got the giant community here. You've got giant YouTube, but nobody gets their needs met. Nobody gets their questions asked until you get into small groups. So do your meetups. That's where you guys are going to be able to help each other. Heck, you're not going to drive 1,000. Well, we know some channels drove 1,000 miles or whatever to go help another YouTube channel, but you're not going to do that all the time. You're going to go down the street to your buddy down the street, like Jeremy. He lives 15 minutes, 20 minutes from our place, and all of you guys do. Dave and Shane, you guys are just north. You guys are north of Sandpoint, so Sandpoint's a half an hour from me, and you guys are about another 15, 20 minutes north of Sandpoint or so, approximately. So. Yeah, you're gonna go to some place where they're close by, and those are the people you're gonna help. So that's who I'm encouraging to I'm just encouraging everybody to do it. Do your meetups. Don't worry about it diluting anything and diluting the bigger picture, because the bigger picture has its place, but the small get-togethers also serve a purpose too. So, Shane, what I was telling everybody, I know you came in a little bit late. I think no. I know I messaged you on Facebook. I'll probably text you. I think you gave me a different. You gave me an email or a text, a phone number or something. Anyway, I got to catch you up on the latest emails, because I haven't been able to send you an email about the meetup coming up in July 7th. I've asked everybody to bring a gift for the raffle, because we're gonna have a raffle, and we're hoping if every channel brings one item or multiple items, if you feel so inclined. But I'm just asking everybody to bring one item, and it can be something that you created. If you do knives, for instance, and you want to give away a knife, bring that. If you do arts and crafts and you want to build something for somebody's house, bring it. So I was telling people early on in the live stream tonight that some of the gifts, some of the raffle items that I cannot confirm or deny, because I've confirmed that they possibly may bring these items. How's that? There's going to be a goat given away. We have the possibility of chickens being given away. Another possibility is, oh yeah, Bayou Homestead. You'll make that trip if they give away an L2501, right? It's funny, Bayou Homestead. Gee, I think the only name in the hat would have been Scott Palmer from Hidden Valley Homestead. Wow, look at that. Yeah, imagine that. No, Jeremy and I we are not going to put our names in the hat. We're kind of organizing this whole deal and putting it all together, and so we're putting this on for all of you YouTube channels, for all the channels that are showing up. We're doing this for them. That's and just people showing up is going to be our gift. So, oh gosh, Chris, holy crap. Okay, so I'll finish what I'm saying here. Gosh dang it, there's another squirrel, Chris. Thanks for that. Also, possibly, Shane, there's a potential for a possible 8 hours of excavator time, free excavator time. You just got to pay for the transportation and the fuel, depending on where you're at. Another offer has been for 3 hours of grader time. Again, pay for transportation and fuel. So, but heavy equipment is 120 to 150 bucks an hour. So if you can just pay for the fuel and the transportation, it depends on how far away you are, of course. So I can tell you right now, if you need your road graded up there and you win that might be a nice thing to win. So, Chris, thanks for that information. They planned on 100 or so, and 1,100 showed up. So we are limiting it to just YouTube. So I know that those guys opened it up to all of YouTube, to just anybody watching YouTube channel, all the homesteaders, preppers, off-gridders, farmers, hunters. I know they opened it up to everybody, and they got all of that many. So so this first meetup is going to be just YouTube channels, and we're only doing it through RSVP. We have not opened it up to anybody else that wants to come if they don't have a YouTube channel. So we figure that the YouTube channels are going to be the ones that are going to volunteer and want to take this on, because they already are creators. They're already pretty organized. I would say most of us are pretty organized, and we kind of already have the deal down. So that's kind of where we're going. So. Somebody had a thank you, Mimsy. I appreciate that. Samson Farms, yeah, dude, I agree with you. Hey, Hamiltonville Farm, thanks for coming in. Thank you very much. You guys are both right. The local Mahindra dealers. I've been looking at Mahindras. I've been looking at everybody's channels. I've been looking at all you guys' channels that have tractors, and I just keep going back to Kubota, man. I mean, RK, Branson, Mahindra, Yanmar. I mean, it looks like they're all good tractors. I guess it might actually come down to who the local dealer is up there. Of course, it's Idaho, so there's lots of farms and lots of people. So I haven't even really looked into what the local dealership situation is up there. So that's going to be on my list to do, is to see who the local dealers are. That way I can get parts and whatnot, and I can have service done if I need it. So I can get down here in California. Man, that just bugs me to say I'm in California. I want out of the state so bad. I was just telling a couple of friends today, and somebody I hadn't talked to in a while, that we were moving. He's like, "What?" And they're actually looking at moving to Colorado themselves. And oh gosh, this place. Ugh. I'm gonna do a video. Hopefully, Joey from My Slice of Heavens. I don't know if you're still in here or not, but he put me up to doing a what does your commute video look like, and I haven't done that yet. And I'm gonna do a GoPro on my helmet because I ride my motorcycle to work. And I love riding motorcycles. I've been riding for 30 years, but I hate riding in traffic. There are so many jerks down here that just don't care, and it's just getting worse and worse. And traffic is. So I'm going to do a video showing you guys my commute, and then a lot of you guys have said, "Hey, well, you're in a crane." Yeah, right now I'm in a crane that's 310 feet high. So I'm going to continue that commute as my climb. I'm going to show you guys what it looks like to climb up a crane, because that's everybody's like, "How do you get up there? Is that an elevator?" So. Anyway, so I'm going to do that commuting video here pretty soon too. But back to the tractor thing. So you borrow a Kubota 45, yeah. I guess I've got to look at the reviews, Samson Farms, about Mahindras. I mean, I guess Mahindras are pretty good. So Fairy Tale Creations, what kind of a tractor does your neighbor have? A Kubota? Oh, Thomas Schmidt Projects. You have a 35-year-old Kubota. Do you have a video about that, Thomas Schmidt? I'm going to write your name down too, because I'm going to check it. I'm pretty sure I'm subscribed to yours, but Thomas Schmidt Homestead Projects. So you have a 35-year-old Kubota B61 that you love. I get it. I'm looking for like a 40 horsepower, 35. I like the L3901 to be a great tractor. So yeah, I know, Shane. Because there's really, really large animals that like to mosey across the road, and you don't see them until you come around the corner. And there is that 1,100-pound animal moseying across the road. Would do some damage to my head without the helmet on. So yes, I absolutely. You have a Coyote 2610. You know what, Fairy Tale? I saw that on your channel, and and it's on my save to watch later. I've got like 95 videos on my save to watch later list. I haven't gone through yet. I've been so busy. Gossmania, you guys have a Yanmar and a Macy Ferguson. Oh my gosh. We got the whole gamut of tractors here. A good friend of ours, matter of fact, that guy Scott Howell was in here. We were showing him the pictures of his kid catching his first fish. His father-in-law has an old Ford / New Holland that he picked up for like $5,000. The thing was in perfect shape. He bought a bush hog with it. But I think it's only like a 25 horsepower. I really want a 35 to 40 horsepower tractor because I'd like to do tractor service for other people. So tell me what you guys think of this. Since you guys got me on the tractor thing, I could talk about community all night long, and you guys are probably tired of hearing me talk about it. So we'll talk about tractors for a little bit. My thought on a tractor is that not only do I want something that's heavy duty and good night, Geeky Gardens. Thank you for coming in. Thank you very much. I would like to get a bigger tractor so that I can do tractor service for my neighbors and actually start up a business, and that way I can stay home and not have to commute for work anywhere. So if I get a tractor that's a little bit bigger, it'll be a little heavier duty and it'll be able to hold up to a little more abuse. So that's kind of why I was kind of hinging towards a Kubota, because I know they're built heavy duty. So tell me what you guys, Chris, yeah, I know you got a push motor, but it's I'm sure that's going to change. You're going to be getting a tractor. It ain't going to be long. Now that, hey, have you been able to monetize, Chris? Did they approve you yet? So I'm pretty sure almost all of you guys are subscribed to Single Dad Homestead. If you're not, once you see Elin, I was saying Eileen. Was I saying Eileen before? Aylin? Anyway, Elin. You guys are going to be hooked. You got to watch it for Elin. Chris is pretty cool, though. Gus Mania. Okay. Well, I'm going to write that down, Gus Mania, and I'm going to have to just reach out to you and have a chat with your husband then. Gus Mania, my email address is on my about page. It's Hidden Valley Homestead 18 at gmail.com. Let me put that up there for you. If you would email me, if you guys would be willing to chat, I would love to talk to your husband for a little while or an hour. Gmail.com. Yeah, Gossmania, if you would, if you guys wouldn't mind, I would love to have a chat with your husband and just talk with him about tractors and just get his input on what he, especially if you guys owned your own business and whatnot, you guys would totally know all the ins and outs. What I've found so far about people buying tractors is it kind of comes down to who the local dealer is in the area and how easy it is to get parts for them, and that has a lot of determination as to what tractor they buy. So being in North Idaho, I know there's quite a few dealerships, and even if they're an hour away, that's still close enough. So Hamiltonville Farm, thanks for coming in, guys. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Good night, Kathy. Thank you very much for coming in. You guys are fantastic. Great channels, guys. If you guys don't have those guys, subscribe to them. Definitely go check their channels out because they are great. Kathy is a sweetheart. She's just a gem, and she's here all the time saying nice things to everybody, and she's a great part of this community. So we really want to grow Kathy's channel too. Wildcat, you don't want a tractor? Why not? You have your dad's L50 in your driveway. So why you gotta brag? Why you gotta rub that in my face, for crying out loud? Well, it's your dad's, I guess, so it's not yours. That's cool. That's super cool. He was in the tractor bush hog business part, but had worked with several different companies. Oh, wow. Well, he's the one I'm going to talk to. So on my property, and that's what I've seen. Masix has a YouTube channel. Messix, I'm sorry. They're back east with you guys, back in Oklahoma or someplace. Anyway, I subscribe to those guys, and he constantly is putting stuff up there, and I love that guy. I love those guys that do those videos on how to pick out a tractor, and he does comparisons between a Yanmar and a Kubota, or a Kubota and a Ford, or a Kubota and the John Deere, and he tells all the differences between the different manufacturers. So I love the way he puts out his comparisons out there with those tractors, and he says basically when they help somebody pick out a tractor, he says, tell me what you want to do with it, and then I'll tell you what tractor would meet those needs. Excuse me. And that's really kind of what it boils down to. I want something strategically borrow. Yeah, I bet I'd strategically borrow that thing too. Money in his coffee cup, for fuel and whatnot. Thank you, Mimsy, for putting Kathy's link up there. Yeah, she's fantastic. Hey, Joey, you're still in here. Awesome. Thank you. Yes, I have seen some older Fords and Macy's. Matter of fact, I just saw a Ford 9100, and it was down here in California. Most things don't rust very much because it's so dry. And so I'm kind of thinking I need to stick with a tractor that's going to be in my local area because it's going to be in pretty good condition if it hasn't been beat to crap on some of the farms around here. Farms a little ways away from here, or a construction site, but it went for $5,000, and he had a front loader on it, he had a brush hog, and he had a box scraper. I looked up that 9100, what the original price was on it. It was a 1986 or an 89, I forget which year, and it was in great shape, and he was asking $5,000 for it. That tractor originally went for like $6,500 to $7,500. And he was still getting $5,000 for it. That thing sold in like 3 days. It was gone. I should have jumped on it, but we were paying other stuff off first, so I didn't buy it. But yeah, you're right, Joey. I I actually have the Craigslist app for tractor within a 200-mile radius, and I've seen some awesome deals popping up. So, so restored, yeah. Oh, okay, Gossmania. Okay, Wildcat. Well, I'll have to take a look at some more of your videos and see what 9100. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna say it's a 1900. My bad. I don't have all those numbers memorized either. It was a Ford 1910, I think. Yeah, 9100 is a massive. That's that's for like a 1,000-acre farm. No, this was a 1910, I think, or 1900 or 1910. Yeah, they do keep their value. If anything, they hold their value to go up sometimes. They're getting good money for these things. So, okay, so what I'm looking for in a tractor, I have 5 acres on my property. I have trees that are on about an acre of the property. And then I have my log cabin, and then I have a pretty big clear area where my septic field is. And then below that is probably about 3 acres all the way down to the trout stream where it's all this trash alder. And all those alders, they're weeds. They're trees, but they don't grow very tall or big, and it's just a bunch of trash. I want to clear all of that trash alder out of there. I want to plant an orchard, and I want to plant a great big garden. I also want to dig the foundation for my a pole barn. I want to do like a 30 by 50 or a 30 by 60 pole barn, so I can park my wife's car in there and have my shop and woodworking and welding and all that stuff and storage, whatnot. So I need a tractor that's big enough that can run a decent sized backhoe. I need a brush hog. I need to maintain our road. I need to have the backhoe to dig the trenches and the drainage on the side of the road because I have about a half a mile of road that's just dirt, and it gets nasty in Idaho. Big, deep, 1 foot, foot deep ruts in the mud. So I need a backhoe that I can dig some trenches along the sides and keep it clear, and then also put some culverts underneath the drain. And eventually I want to spread gravel. So I need obviously the loader. I need the backhoe, the brush hog, a box scraper. I would love to do a PTO-driven chipper, but I might just get a gas-driven one and have it separate away from the tractor. So, yeah, no. Oh, I'd love to have your loader, Joey. Yeah, Joey, if you guys like dozers, Caterpillar dozers, Joey just bought a beautiful 100 dresser with a front bucket on it, loader. The thing is awesome. I love dozers. I am totally a fan of dozers. So I have those implements. Be nice to have a post hole digger at some point, but that's secondary. The main thing is the box scraper. And I want a tractor that's got a mid PTO so that I can put a front blower. The Kubotas have that front blower that you can put on and a rear blade. So the main thing is to keep my wife connected so she can call her mom. And I got to keep that road clear in the wintertime so she can get to work. If I accomplish those 2 things and keep her warm, she'll move with me all day long with the bears and the moose. So what was that? 7 implements that I need. But I also would like to be able to do some work for people. So, okay, see if you guys answered some of my questions here. Mimsy, thank you so much. You are awesome. Mimsy's Garden, you are the most awesome moderator and just a blessing to have in anybody's live stream. Thank you so much for coming in. Have a great night. Orange tractors. I like orange. I prefer blue or red. I like green too, but so anyway, let's see here, Gossmania. I was writing you down, Gossmania. Let's see. Gossmania Homestead tractor experience. So those are the things I need to have in a tractor. I need all that stuff. I definitely want that back. I'm going to be putting in a hydroelectric system on this thing, so I need to have something I can dig a trench with as well. So I need that backhoe. So all those things. If I need to have oh, busy little house. Hey, you're still in here. Thank you. 4 Blessings Farm. Thank you. so all those things I need to have in on my tractor as an option, so I can maintain that homestead and maintain the road. None of my neighbors have a tractor on our stretch of road, so I've got to have something that can help everybody out. So they're willing to pay for gravel and whatnot, and at some point we're going to put gravel on that road and really bring that place up to par. So anyway, Gossmania Homestead, thank you, Busy Little House, for that little tidbit, little morsel there. I am too. That is excellent to know. Okay, so Gossmania, so you're typing and he's telling you what to type about the tractor. Okay. Okay, you typed above here. Orange before #1 Mahindra. Fairy Tale Creations, thank you so much for coming in. I know you guys are all up late. Thank you so much. You guys are so awesome. I would do this earlier, guys. I would love to have done 6 p.m. Pacific time, which would make it a little earlier for all you guys. But gosh, all the big dogs are doing their live stream at 4, 5, 6 o'clock our time. There, which is noon or whatever your guys' time. So anyway, thank you for coming in. Chris is still here. Hi, honey. Oh, okay. So my wifey is gonna comment from the next room. She was talking to my daughter, who's in Phoenix. She's 5 hours from us. So, good night, Fairy Tale. Thank you for coming in. I'll see you this week on another live stream somewhere. 4 Blessings Farm. Okay, so Mahindra is definitely huge, and I know they're a good company. 30% of the U.S. market. That's pretty crazy. Okay, so Gossmania, you typed up above. What did you type here? Let's see here. In the woods with Wolfie. You're still in here. Thanks, guys. Okay, where'd you go? 4 Blessings Farm. Hey, thanks for coming in. Thank you very much. Oh, look at your little. I'm scrolling up to look at your comments, guys. 4 Blessings Farm. Look at his tractor on his little. What do you call that? It's not a thumbnail. What is that? Your brand? Your logo? I love that. Okay, your friend bought an excavator for 10 grand, dug a pond, and sold it for 13. Well, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. You know who's really good at doing that is Heath from Red Poppy Ranch. If you guys aren't subscribed to Heath from Red Poppy Ranch, I'll type that in. You guys would love that guy's channel. Go check out Heath on Red Poppy's Ranch. He's got a great channel. So Wildcat Hollow, you said that alders are erosion control. Yes, let me backtrack. I am not going to take out all of the alders. I am definitely going to leave some alders down there by the stream. Another problem I have is the beavers. The beavers make big dams and ponds down there, and it's all alders. So yeah, I agree with alders is definitely alders can be a problem, and so that's what I need a backhoe for, and a chipper, because I'm not going to just cut those things down and burn them. I'm going to chip them up and use them for ground cover. So okay, so all right, let me make sure I didn't miss your comment there, Gus. Where'd you go? Orange tractors, you. That's funny. 4 Blessings Farm. Are you talking about Mahindras, that the rear and the trans are aluminum, like the green and blue ones, like the Fords and the John Deeres? 4 Blessings. You like your steel and cast iron tractor, no aluminum or plastic. Okay, so I know that John Deere made plastic covers for their engines and stuff, but like Messick's farm or Messick's equipment on his channel, the Kubota has a steel cover on their engine. I guess the plastic can crack, I guess, but the steel is, I'm looking at that as kind of as a non-issue. 20 pounds of tannerite, you better believe it does. But all my neighbors will be pissed off. I'm actually, believe it or not, I kind of Beaver eats good. Did we talk about that once, Chris? Did you've actually tried beaver? I've heard that beaver is delicious. It's a little oily, kind of like bear meat, is what I've heard. But I think we talked about this before. But I plan on trying it, and I know you can still make money on beaver pelts. So, Guala Santana Radio. All right, thanks for coming in. I appreciate it. I got my the hammers are out. The hammers are watching. I think I've seen Guala Santana Radio. I've seen that channel a few times. So, okay, yeah, give my email, Gosmania. That would be great. It's hard to keep up with the comments and stuff like that. So, we've got a bunch of people that went to bed tonight, and especially after we started talking about tractors, people's eyes probably started to glaze over, and they're like, tractor, schmactor. They don't need a tractor. So all of you guys are a bunch of homesteaders and farmers and stuff. That I love you people. Talking about tractors because I need to get one. So I was looking at, there's a guy that's he's about 4 hours north of us. It's an auction that they specialize in estate sales, and for a while they were putting up one every 2 to 3 a week of these estate sales where they go and these farms are closing down or somebody died or whatever, and they were selling off the estate sales. They were selling like an L3901, 39 horsepower, 40 horsepower Kubota, barely 10, 15 years old with under 1,000 hours in perfect shape for $12,000 to $15,000. That's a $30,000, $35,000 tractor, brand new. They're selling it with the front loader and a rear box scraper, or sometimes they came with a rear brush hog. And I checked these people out; they're legit, and they sell them. They still do. There's one on right now for $12,950 for $13,000. I think it's an L 3301, 33 horse or 35 horsepower. So I'm like, so Kubota says they have the largest front axle compared to the others. It has to be when it's aluminum front axle too. Busy little house. I know, right? I'm just dreaming of a tractor, period. So, Chris, you rock. You rock. I might have to just shut this down so Chris can get some sleep. Thanks, man. Yeah, you got to go. You got to take care of that little one. You get some sleep, man. I know you're up early, too. You're going to be up in... oh, good grief, yeah. Sleep is for the weak. I've heard people say, yeah, I can sleep when I'm dead. I've heard that, but I don't function very well without at least some sleep. Anyway, yeah. Amy, you guys are still in here. Thank you. I can't hardly buy myself a tractor yet. I'm still saving up money for it. We're still trying to pay off our debt. So when we move up to Idaho, we are debt free. And then I'm buying my tractor cash. So yeah, if I could buy you all a tractor, I would. If I win the lottery, I'll buy you all a tractor. How's that? Well, I guess I have to play the lottery to win it first, but so Samson Farms, yeah, I've seen some of those prices and stuff. I'm just a little leery about going with a Mahindra. Again, it goes back to, is there a Mahindra dealer in my area? Is there a Mahindra dealer in North Idaho? So I just don't know that yet. So I like all those. I like them all. I just want to make sure that I've got something that's going to be dependable and it's not going to break down on me, and I have access to parts. So anyway, and I want it cheap. Hey Joey, did I see Back in the Woods? No. Wait a minute, did I see that? Back in the Woods. Let me write that down. I'll watch that tonight. Back in the Woods. I'm sure I'm subscribed to them. I'm gonna write that down. Here's my notes for tonight, guys. So I'll go check that out. So you bought a brand new one on the lot, an old, a 1-year-old Mahindra, 1526 shuttle, 4-wheel drive. Yeah, it has to be 4-wheel drive, by the way, too, with a loader for 13. Okay, so how many horsepower is a 1526? Is that 26 horsepower? Because a 25 horsepower tractor from Kubota is going to be probably about the $18,000 range. We went down to the Kubota dealership a while back and looked at tractors, and they had some really good used ones as well as new ones. You hold me to it. Oh, it was 19 originally. Oh, okay. Okay, well that makes sense then. And that's a 26 horsepower? Parts or issues with Mahindra. Okay, there we go, Gossmania. That's a guy that used to, they own their own business and dealt with all the different manufacturers of tractors. He says Mahindra, and I've heard that before from another channel, that it was an issue getting parts for Mahindra. So, um, nope, no squirrel. I'm not paying attention to squirrels. So 26 horsepower, Goss. Okay.
And then on the
So-
I'll send you the other 250.
Right. Okay. Hey, now. Okay. I'm glad you said that, Bayou Homestead.
Right, I will-
Okay. So, okay. Check this out. I looked up the requirements for all the emissions crap, and at 2013 was the first year that the feds required emissions crap on tractors. That's another reason why I want to buy an older tractor. No emissions crap.
But if you need it,
2 horsepower. Okay, so Wildcat, you guys have horses on your property? I mean, it sounds like you've got horses on your property, huh? That's fantastic. All Mahindra is free from emissions until 75 horsepower. Now, Mitsubishis are good tractors, right? I've seen a million Mitsubishis for sale, older ones. So that's interesting that what you said, 4 blessings, that it's free from emissions until 75. That's interesting. So 2013, I'm looking at the older Kubotas. I'm looking at the Fords. John Deere's cool. I know John Deere's well made. Good night, Amy. Thank you for staying up out in Louisiana. Thank you so much, Brett and Amy, for showing up and being part of this. You guys are just awesome. Thank you so much. So I'm looking at like a 35 to 40 horsepower tractor. I think is going to be heavy duty enough for what I need. Really, that's interesting. Okay, so the Mahindra diesel, they were able to design that diesel tractor, that engine, to not need any diesel particulate filter crap. That was one thing about the new Kubotas and the new all these new tractors. It has to go through that regen crap, and it uses up more fuel. So yeah, Joey. Yep, I think 40 to 50 horsepower would be just right. An older tractor. GAHT was the reason why they haven't slept in 3 days. Yep, I hear you. Oh, you're in Louisiana too, Bayou? Holy smokes. Well, thanks for staying, guys. You guys are up late. Thank you so much. Is it all because you guys have the day off tomorrow? Is that why are you guys all late nighters? Because we're all up early. So, yeah, anything below 25 horsepower, I know. Even the new ones, you don't have to worry about the emission stuff on the 25 horsepower or lower. Anything above it is required, unless it's a Mahindra, it sounds like. So, anyway, the larger breeds produce more than 3 horsepower. The smaller ones about 1. That's funny. So Wildcat Hollow Farm, they have horses on there. He's like, yeah, I like 2 horsepower. So Thomas Schmidt, he has a 6100. It's only 14. Yeah, well, some of the older tractors do work better at 25 horsepower. Yeah, that's kind of what I think is the older ones are my best bet. If I can find an older one that's really in good condition, that with low hours on it, I think you can still buy parts for them, and they're gonna run good. You don't have to worry about all that stuff. So. Yeah, and the new one. Hey, Tim, thanks for popping in. A little late to the party, but that's cool. Thanks for coming in. Yeah, a lot of them do require the DEF fluid. That's a bunch of garbage. You're going to go too, Chris? Yeah, thank you for coming in.
Sleep tonight, everyone. I'm going to bed.
You're weak tonight. You're never weak. I wouldn't call you weak, Chris. You're a good man. Thank you so much. Sleep when you're dead, Marine. That's right. Oh, my bad. I am so sorry. I feel like a complete heel. Thank you, Chris, for your service, and all of our vets that are in here tonight. I don't know how many of you are vets. I know Chris is a Marine. Once a Marine, always a Marine. Thank you for your service, Chris. The sacrifice that all of you guys, that's what we're celebrating tomorrow. And that's the reason why we celebrate Memorial Day is the sacrifice that our armed forces and their families have made. My grandfather fought. He was an airplane mechanic during Pearl Harbor when they got attacked. There's that famous picture of the 3 guys standing in the middle of the airfield while the hangars are on fire. My grandpa says, we can't prove it, but he says he was there. He was one of those 3 guys. He was one of the airplane mechanics in Pearl Harbor at the time when they got attacked. So thank you. My uncle served. Thank you, all of our families and vets. Happy Memorial Day to all of you guys. We love you, and that's the reason why we're doing what we're doing right here, right now, is because of the freedom that you guys fought for and won for our country. Thank you for your service, and happy Memorial Day. Thank you, Chris, for coming in. Go get some sleep. That way you can wake up and take care of that beautiful daughter. All right, so I know, but I know it's for those that died, but we still remember all of our armed forces, right? Yes, all of our vets. Well, that's Veterans Day. That's true. That's true. I just lump them all in together, and I'm grateful for all of them. So, okay, all right, Dave. All right, you guys got me corrected, but I'm just patriotic that way, and I like to celebrate all of them. So, thank you, all of you. Anyway, all right. So, are you gonna stick with me? I thought you were going to bed.
I'm gonna go to bed. I'm tired. Yeah.
Oh. So, we were talking about tractors again. I got the slap down. I just got the big slap down by all of the vets here. All right, guys. I didn't mean any disrespect there, but like I said, I'm just patriotic, and I love to remember everybody. So, anyway, so tractors, we're absolutely. Thank you, Busy Little House. And you're still in here, man. You're a trooper. What state are you in, by the way, Busy Little House? I know I should know that, but anyway. Samson Farms. That's funny. Well, anyway, I was having this big discussion today about there was a friend of mine who was, I don't celebrate birthdays and holidays, and I don't celebrate. And he's actually a vet, believe it or not. I don't even celebrate Memorial. I'm like, well, there's a reason why our country is the way it is because of the sacrifice, those that we've lost and the vets that have served and all that stuff. There's a reason why we have the freedom we do, and that's why I recognize it and fly the flag and celebrate and stuff. So, anyway. Aw, all the ladies are like, yeah, good night, Lydia. I know. You're in Quebec, Canada. Holy smokes. Okay, Quebec. I'm pretty good at geography, but I remember if that's the east coast or the west coast of Canada. Anyway, 11:45. Okay, that answers my question. So you're 3 hours difference. Aw. Thank you for staying up. Wildcat Hollow. Oh, that's right. You're in Germany. That's right. And you are working on getting your wife her green card, right? Yeah, you're trying to get your wife, and she is German. So that's right. You're in Germany. So it's 5:45 Monday morning in Germany, correct?
I'm going to bed, seriously. Good night, everyone. Hope you all have a good night.
All right. I know it's 8:45.
Yeah.
What animals do I have? Oh gosh, Sampson Farms. You're lucky I don't live close to you because I'd be over at your house. We had chickens. We just have our dog right now. We had chickens, and they all kind of outgrew their laying ability, and so we got rid of them. We're gonna probably get some chickens here again, hopefully this in the next couple of months, and start those up. It's kind of hard to have anything else bigger than a chicken in. We have a small piece of property in the city here down in Southern California right now, but we're technically not supposed to have chickens unless they're at least 50 feet from the house, which is really stupid. It's part of that nanny state. My chicken coop is about 30 feet from the house, back in the far corner, as far away as I could get it. But we never had a rooster, so we didn't want to keep our neighbors up and piss off our neighbors. So we're in a neighborhood here. So, but a lot of my neighbors are immigrants, and so a lot of them have chickens too. So it didn't bother any of them that we had chickens that were making their noise and stuff. So we will on one of our live streams a couple weeks ago.
Your shed lights are on.
I'll take care of it. I got it. When we get up there, we're gonna have chickens. I'm thinking about a pig, thinking about goats, and at some point we want to do alpacas. That is, alpacas are easy to take care of, and we want to do. Yes and no, Joey. I did. I'll get to that in a second. So at some point we want to do alpacas, and we want to sell the fiber, the wool from the alpacas. There's a huge market for alpaca wool, and alpacas are really easy to take care of and raise. So those are going to be the probably the extent of our farms. I want to do an orchard, have a huge garden. Of course, we have a garden now in our half of my yard is almost a third of my yard is garden in California. But I'm going to be doing what they call a Wallapini greenhouse, which is built into the earth, and it circulates through piping underneath the ground. If any of you have heard about a Wallapini greenhouse, it's half built into the ground and half a bit of above ground. And so it keeps it warmer all throughout the year, and it's meant for cold climates. There's this guy up in Michigan that's growing a whole orchard of orange trees, and it's up in Michigan it gets negative 30 degrees. So he's growing oranges up there. In my yard down here, I have a macadamia nut tree, an orange tree, and an avocado tree, and all three of those I don't want to leave here. I'm not going to jig them up, but I'm going to take all those trees with me. I'll plant some trees up there. So that's what I'm going to do up there. Hey Dave, you're still in here. Thank you. Yeah, I know, right, Dave? So where you live, you're just down the road from a couple of big alpaca farms. We've been out there to visit those farms every time we've been up there. So yeah, there's big alpaca farms up there. I love it. And the kids are going to be with us this next July. My sister's going to come up, and we're going to go take them out there and see those alpaca farms. They're adorable. Joey, so to get back to your question about the experiment with the old and new seed. I didn't do the bags, and I still plan on doing that. Matter of fact, I really need to do that soon because I planted the old seeds and they didn't come up, right? And then I planted, and then I got some of last year's seeds that were on the vine, and I planted a bunch of those, and almost all of them came up, but not all of them came up, and they're kind of struggling. So I just bought a brand new pack of beans. Actually, I bought all new seeds, all GMO-free seeds, non-GMO seeds, and I need to plant some of those bean seeds and see if those things come up. But my beans are struggling this year. I don't know why, and they're getting plenty of water, and the dirt's good. So I don't know what's going on. So I'll keep you updated with that. Yeah, the garden, of course, Gossmania. That's the easiest thing to grow is the garden first, and that'll be the easiest thing to put in. Oh, I need a tiller as well for that tractor. So. Was that 8 implements I'm up to now? So, okay, let's see here. Yeah, Dave, I've been to those alpaca ranches. They're awesome. There's that one that's you go north out of Ponderay, out of Sandpoint. You go through Ponderay, and then you take the what is that? The 92. The first time we ever went up there, we actually stayed with a guy from off of gosh dang it, we rented a guy's cabin from him, a little cabin he had on his property. My mind totally just went blank. Anyway, it's that app where you can rent people's houses and cabins and whatnot. We stayed up there, and he was literally about 2 miles from that ranch. So we went driving around, and we actually saw that ranch up there. So yeah, and I actually talked to one of those guys, and they said they'll sell you a pregnant female for about $1,500. So. Busy little house. You started in your orchard. Oh, that's cool. Let's see. Okay, I gotta get caught up with comments here. It'll help my channel if I get it. Let's see. Trees first. Okay, Instagram. Okay, I missed something there. Airbnb, yes, thank you. Oh, Life with Linda, thanks for popping. Yes, Airbnb. Okay, I'm gonna drink some more coffee. Yeah, we stayed with a guy in Airbnb, and he was literally like 2 miles down from that big alpaca ranch up there. It was pretty cool. Um, yeah, yep, Rapid Lightning right up in that area. Exactly. Yeah, and actually that's where um, Backwoods Solar is located. They're right up in that area too. And we went up to I actually went up to visit Backwoods Solar. I think I actually went to go visit Backwoods Solar before I even knew that that ranch was there. And then we passed by it going to Backwoods Solar, and saw that ranch right there. So anyway, all right, make sure I'm caught up here with everything here. Instagram and Facebook, yeah. Yeah, that's exactly what we want to do. Is we want to be completely self-sufficient and everything. Yeah, thanks. Yep, Backwoods. I've been out there and visited those guys. Actually, bought some books from them. On my video that I did this last January, where I calculated how much water flow in my stream I had to actually take a trip out to Backwoods. They sell you that little it's a little level site for doing surveying, and you hold that thing level, and you can pinpoint where you're going, pinpoint somebody's feet, and you can measure how far of an altitude drop, an elevation drop that you have. And so I actually went out there and bought that from them in order to figure out how much elevation drop I had on my property, so I could figure that out. So, hey, thank you, Wildcat, for coming in. Thank you so much for everything. That's right, because you guys are just waking up over there in Germany. That's fantastic. Thanks for coming in. That is super, super cool. Gosh Mania, yeah, gosh, solar has come down so much with in pricing that you can do solar really cheap these days. So thank you for coming in, Wildcat. I really appreciate it. Those guys are watching us from Germany. That is fantastic. So Busy Little House, thank you so much. You know what? Before you go, you're always in here. Yes, you are in here all the time. You are fantastic. So, and Samson Farms, you're also. Yeah, I have 4 or 5 mods in here already, but they actually, Chris is usually the last one here. Joey's in here. He's my mod too. Hey, Quality of Life. Oh, wait a minute. Hey, Quality. Did you guys say you were coming to our meetup? They're in North Idaho or Eastern Washington. Where are you guys at, Quality of Life? Jeremy told me about you guys. I didn't have you guys written down. Are you guys going to come to our meetup July 7th? I know Jeremy told you about it. I think I messaged you guys as well. Unless you messaged me and I missed it. If I did, I apologize. But hey, right here, right now, tell me. You guys coming to our meetup? There you are. You're a mod. Thank you, Busy the House. Thank you so much. You got a box full of. Oh, you're on your phone. You got the cool little meme pictures. There you are. Yeah. Thanks, guys. Thank you for coming in and helping out. I really appreciate it. And I do the same thing when I'm in your guys' live streams and whatnot. Well, gosh, Busy Little House. We were doing our job a little bit too well in Chris's live stream the other night, right? We almost banned that Kirsten lady for a while. That was funny. And then we all panicked and went, "Oh no, sorry," because Chris was like, I swear it was like 5 minutes behind. I don't know if he had his comments on slow mode or what the deal was, but anyway, Eric, you're still here, dude. Thank you so much. Thank you. Wow, you guys. If you guys don't subscribe to Outdoors with Eric, he's got a great channel. He's got some funny stuff. Eric, you crack me up. The way you carry yourself in your video, I don't know how much of that you're hamming up, but you're so just matter of fact and just kind of, yeah, so this is what's happening. You're so calm about it and just matter of fact. You're fun to watch. I love your videos, man. But that thing about the trespassers, anyway, thanks for staying, Eric. I appreciate it. Fantastic. I've been watching all your videos, man. You'll probably see my comments on there, so... Anyway, thank you guys for coming in. Busy little house. Jeremy, are your guests gone for the night? What the heck, dude? Did you shoo them all away so you can say, hey, you got stuff to do, and so you can come back to the live stream? I know I would. I'd tell my guests that they had to go at like 8 o'clock so I could come back to your live stream. At least I like to think so. Anyway, so you got accidentally banned. Oh, that sucks. Sometimes you get banned accidentally. So you guys are all really good with your comments. You guys are actually typing out full sentences and stuff. And I think is what happens sometimes is we try and abbreviate too much to get the words out quicker. And sometimes the abbreviations come across kind of funky looking. And if if we're a moderator in somebody's channel, that's what happened with that girl Kirsty. Is that we didn't recognize what she was saying, and I didn't know who she was. I hadn't seen her before. And I think she was a kind of new, I think. And so a bunch of us jumped all over and we banned her and we timed her out and banned her and hit her comment. She's like, no, I'm not bad. I'm not bad. And then Chris finally saw it. He was like 5 minutes behind. And he's like, no, she's not bad. She's okay. And he kind of looked like he was a little upset. He's like, no, hey, you guys need to settle down. We're like, sorry, Chris, we're just trying to be good mods. Anyway, it was funny. Okay, I asked you quality of life. I hope I didn't miss you. Okay, where did you go? Oh, okay. Okay, so you haven't responded to the email. Okay, so quality of life. So I think I gave you just some basic details, and I said our meetup is gonna happen. It's just YouTube channels, and you are a YouTube channel, and so we're doing this. We're not opening it up to anybody else this year. We are going to be planning next year's event at this meetup. But that'll be like the last part of the meeting. The first part of the meeting is going to be a meet and greet with all of us YouTubers, all of us creators. If you would make 13 channels if you were to show up. We have 12 already that are showing up, and some big channels that are coming. If you guys showed up, it's going to be meet and greet, 11 a.m. at the Village Kitchen restaurant in Priest River at 11 a.m. for brunch. A bunch of us are going to come early and have our breakfast done and eaten out and getting that out of the way so that when the meeting starts at 11, we won't have food in our mouths trying to talk. So we'll have a few little spiels, and then we're going to introduce channels to each other, and everybody's going to just introduce themselves and have some fun chat and talk. And then we're going to do we're bringing my wife, my fantastic creative wife, is creating T-shirts for everybody. So we're going to be giving those out. We're also going to have a raffle where we're giving away gifts or prizes or whatever. And every channel is going to be bringing, I've asked every channel to bring something that either they have created or purchased or gotten donated, something that you can put into the raffle. So I know you missed the first part of our live tonight, and I will repeat it for you. I can neither confirm nor deny that there is a goat going to be given away. Also, there is 8 hours of excavator work given away for free, except for the fuel and the transportation, and three hours of grader work. So those are going to be some grand prizes that we're going to give away in the raffle. So if you're interested in possibly winning that, and the whole point of this meetup is just to meet each other and see each other face to face. So we're not doing this, this anonymity thing, this isolation that we all have on the internet. It's just not working for people. This is fun and great, and this is great community that we're all building. But the community that people are craving is meeting face to face and connecting individually and exchanging phone numbers and addresses and where are you at, and helping each other out. I've already got a couple guys that were in here tonight. My buddy Jeremy here at Living the Dream Homestead's got a great channel. He needs to put more videos out, but he's got a great channel. We're like best friends from another mother already. And he lives 20 minutes from where I live, and so we're going to be hooking up all the time. There's a couple other guys that are in here. We had Imagine Acre Wood and Bear Paw Timber. They were in here earlier tonight. Those guys are talking. They live down the road from each other up in North Idaho. So we would love to have you. Quality of life. I'm so glad you came in tonight. If you decide to come, you can just show up. I would ask you to bring a gift, but we want to know for a head count so that we can bring enough T-shirts for everybody, and for the restaurant so they know how many people are coming. They already know we have like almost 38 people coming so far. 16 of those are kids. And so bring your kids. We're going to have a few prizes for the kids at least as well as t-shirts. And I need to know a t-shirt size and how many. So if you would try and take that time to let me know, and if you come, all of the channels that are committed to coming have promised that they're going to be there. We're going to put your name, your channel name, on the back of the t-shirt. So right now we've got room, but I need to know before we do that final, because we can't add them afterward. After we're done with them, that's it. If you don't make it on there, then we won't be able to put it on later on. So that's basically it in a nutshell. Those are the details I was going to send you. Again, July 7th at 11 a.m. in Priest River. So, okay. Life with Linda. Yeah. Were you I think you're a moderator with Chris too. You remember poor Christy. Is it Kirsty or Christy? I can't remember. But yeah, we unbanned her. She's good. She's got a funny channel. She's on our channel. If you guys don't know, Mimsy's already gone to bed tonight. I would have Mimsy put her website up there. But Kirsty's, I'm subscribed to her. I started watching her videos. She's out in her yard eating weeds. She's foraging and doing natural herbs and remedies and stuff. But she's eating weeds and picking them and going, "Hey, this is good." I'm like, "Good grief, okay." Yeah, she got banned. That was so funny. All right, I'm behind. Somebody said, "Glory Grace, thank you for coming in." Now I'm caught up in my Bayou Homestead. You came back, thank you. You're going to go to bed, Gossmania. Thank you for coming in. Thank you so much. I will look for you guys' email, and I would love to reach out and chat with you guys by phone and have a chat with your husband. Thank you so much. That's community. That's the kind of community I'm talking about, guys. When we can reach out to each other and help each other out, and it doesn't matter what state you're in. I like tonight. I don't know how many of you guys were in here in the very beginning, but I accidentally had my camera going. I didn't realize that that I was actually streaming before I had started my time 10 minutes earlier, and I had Dave from Imagine Acre Wood call me, and he's like, "Dude, do you know you're on?" I'm like, "What?" So anyway, that's community, guys. So thank you, Gossmania. I will look for your email, and I can't wait to talk to Mr. Gossmania about tractors and stuff. So thank you for that. Yeah, 4 blessings. That would be great. Link Kirsty's channel. Okay, but in order to do that, I'm learning, guys. I got to give you a wrench. So there you go, 4 Blessings Farm. Yeah, put Kirsty's channel up there. Any of you guys, Bayou Homestead? Oh gosh, you know what's funny? You said Blackberry Jam, Bayou Homestead. I actually, Thomas Schmidt, you going to bed? Okay, thanks for coming in, Thomas Schmidt. I really appreciate it. Thank you for coming in. You have a good night as well. Joey, thanks for hanging with me. Joey's in Missouri, and you're probably almost 11 o'clock your time, huh, Joey? Or are you Central Time? I forget. Hi, Freedom Using Farm and Arbor. Thanks for coming in. If I missed some of you guys, please forgive me. Mom, my knee is still in here. Thank you for staying up with us, guys. Tinker's wife, you're a weed eater here. I'm still geeking out about you people eating weeds. I just, that blows my mind. What was one of you guys? Was it you, Busy Little House? Was it one of you guys that talked about dandelion jam? It was on Broussard's live stream. I was chatting with one of them, and they were talking about their dandelion jam. And there's been a couple of you channels out there that are making jam out of dandelions. And I said, what could that possibly taste like except some rotten grass? And somebody said, no, it tastes like honey. Well, what a trip. Dandelion jam. I never thought about that. But man, somebody said they actually deliberately planted a whole field of dandelions. I thought, well, you got to be crazy to do that. But thank you, Samson Farm. Oh, Samson, you put them up there too. Thank you. Yeah, Kirsty's Essential Mountain Homesteading. What's going on? How you doing, Josh? I was talking about you tonight. That's what you missed. I wasn't talking about you. I'll I'll do a quick recap for you, Josh. Hang out 1 second here. You're back from down south. I see. I saw your video with Heath, and you were digging Heath's new main line. You're a good man. All of you guys that are in here, we got 19 channels watching. I highly recommend that you go to Essential Mountain Homesteading and watch Josh Pilch doing it. He's a contractor and does fun stuff. I mean, I'm a heavy equipment operator. I run cranes specifically, and all the rest of it too. And so I've told Josh. Matter of fact, Josh, you were the one I thought was in here. I had got you mixed up a while back with Imaginator Wood, and so I was interviewing with you on live stream with, and it was actually Dave. I kept saying Josh, and he's like, he messaged me later. He goes, I couldn't figure out why you were talking to me. And anyway, so guys, go check out Central Mountain Homesteading. He's got a great channel, and I know you're going to be up early. Are you working tomorrow, Josh? It's Memorial Day, right? So so you use the flowers. You guys are dandelion jelly is sweet and. Okay, Samson Farms. You said French dandelions. That is interesting that you said. I did not know that there were varieties of dandelions. So we're not talking about the dandelions that I yank out of my grass. Is that the same dandelion? But gosh, it must take an awful lot of dandelions to make some jam, right? So. And you don't want it to go to flower or to seed. You want to pick it while it's quality of life. You've been watching Essential Mountain and Red Poppy. Yep, we invited Red Poppy as well as Broken Wagon Ranch. I don't know if you knew that Broken Wagon Ranch right across the road from. You probably got that if you've been watching his channel. That's his cousin Terrell over there across the road, and they're helping each other out and stuff. And I know Broken Ranch doesn't put up a lot of videos because that guy, that's a man's man. I'm sorry guys, but that dude. I know a lot of you guys are men, but I'll tell you what, Terrell, that's a big boy, and he just personifies, the homestead cowboy mountain guy to me. Yeah, Heath is awesome. But I told Josh from Essential Mountain when he goes down there to invite him. Did you invite Heath while you were down there, Josh? I've been meaning to call you, but I know you were busy and you were driving, and I meant to call you this week, but I was just so bombed. So. You can't go to sleep if we start talking about weeds. So I know there's a ton of that stuff, and oh goodness gracious. Oh, okay. Hey, Dave's still in here. Imaginator Wood. All right, so there's the two channels I had mixed up a while back, and I was so horribly embarrassed that I didn't have everybody's channel straight, names and locations and stuff. But I'm straight now. So let me give you a recap real quick, Josh. I'm going to change chairs here really quick. Excuse me 1 sec, guys. Okay. So what we were talking about, Josh, earlier is at the meetup that we have. Now we have about 38 people, including kids. I think it's like 16 kids, but a total of 38 people. And I'm trying to get Quality of Life to go too. And Quality, if you already answered my question, I didn't see it. I missed it. So I have the comments up to date. Quality of Life, are you guys going to be? I'm sorry, Quality. Quality of Life. Are you guys going to be able to come? So I'm going to wait before I talk anymore until I get an answer out of Quality of Life, because Quality of Life, we've got Josh from Essential Mountain Homesteading. He's coming. We've got Dave from Imaginator Wood. He's coming. Jeremy from Living the Dream Homestead. He's my partner in crime on this whole deal. Yes, you're coming. Thank you. That's what I wanted to know. Jeremy, are you still in here? Okay, so I'm going to write, and I'm running you down right now. Just you. Okay. So I'm writing down Quality of Life. So it's just going to be just the one of you. Okay, so I'm going to put you down for one person. What's your first name? Or do you have an email address? you don't have to post it on here, but if you would email me, oh, you already have my email, so you know. If you could just respond and give me your name and give me your t-shirt size, we'll make sure to have the right size t-shirt for you. So now that I know that you're coming, I will make sure you will be looks like our 12th name. I'm sorry, 13th name on the back of the t-shirt. So we'll get your name on there, okay? Hey, Bayou, I would love to. If I had the money to give you a plane ticket, I would, brother. I would love to. Okay, busy little house. We'll save that for next week because I would love to ask you guys a bunch of questions about weeds and holistic and stuff. But I guess I just go watch a lot of your videos, like Kirsten's videos. I just got to watch that stuff. That's good stuff. Okay, Ty, I got you. That's your first name. So Ty. Can everybody tell Ty from Quality of Life what this is? What am I holding up here, guys? Here it comes. I know the delay isn't very long tonight. It's pretty cool. Dandelions, purslane, comfrey. I've seen that. You people talking about comfrey like crazy. I feel like I grew up gardening and canning and all kinds of stuff. But man, there's some of this stuff. You're trying to keep a busy little house up. Comfrey, I just have not looked into. I'm like, what? Why are people wigging out about comfrey? Is it really that cool? Is it? You guys make tea with it? I just don't. I don't get some of that stuff. So, okay, thank you, Ty. So you spelled it Ty for Ty. No, it's not the naughty list. Freedom using farm and arbor. Yep, you got it right. That's my cheat sheet. Yeah, nettle. Yeah, nettles. I've heard of nettles. So Joey, I don't know if Joey from My Slice of Heaven is. Yeah, you're still in here. Well, you were here a minute ago. So I had to start writing people's names down, and so I was writing people's names down next to channel names. And even though, because I have 3 pages of channels with their names and who they are and what state they're in, the problem is I wrote down the wrong name of the person next to the channel, and so for like 3 weeks of live streams, I was calling, hey, such and such from what channel, and it was totally wrong, and like, I'm not Dave, I'm Josh, and anyway. That's what the list is for. So everybody's been making fun of me for the last couple of months about the list. So I have to do that. But Joey can't tease me from My Slice of Heaven Outdoors. You're still here. Thanks, man. He's back in Missouri. Joey can't tease me anymore because he admitted to me that his wife keeps a list. He said he didn't have a list, but then his wife is like, yeah, I do too have your list. So she keeps a list. Yeah, once I say it a few times, you know what really did it for me to remember people's names too is just getting slapped down on a live with all of you guys. You guys making fun of me, and I was so embarrassed, and I won't forget. Josh from yeah, I know, Dave. I know. It's accurate now. I'll tell you that. You guys all made sure of that it's accurate now. So after I interviewed with you, Dave. And Josh, that was the guy I was supposed to be interviewing with from Essential Mountain Homesteading. I was begging him for a job on live stream, and it was actually Dave. So that was the last time I screwed up. Bayou Homestead, thank you. I have you written down in here somewhere, but I'm going to write your name down. And that's just the best way. And Tim Fergal, I'm sure, I don't think you're in here. I don't think you're in here anymore. Tim, are you still in here? 4 Blessings Farm. You need a unicorn stickers. Oh, that's funny. Dave's not here, man. And then I get some of you jokesters in there start messing with me and having fun. I can't write it on that. So Bayou Homestead. There we go. You're Caleb. Okay, that's my brother's name. And you're still up from Louisiana. Thank you for staying up with us, Caleb. That's so cool. I love being on a first name basis with people. That's cool. You guys probably know me already. My name is Scott with 1 T, and all the people that I'm. And you're Steph and you're Don. Thank you, Steph and Don. Thank you for that. Yeah, Dave, right? Man, I wish I had a job for this guy. That's so funny. Uh, so okay, so quality of life. Are you talking about the blue? The names that have blue on them, and with the wrench, or are you talking about when somebody says somebody's name, or like when you probably saw your name highlighted, right? Right, quality, right, Ty? I'm gonna try and keep the first name. So you're talking about when. All right, Patty. Thank you for that. Okay, now I'm trying to remember everybody's name. I'm trying to write everybody's name down here. So the tinker's wife. Hold on, Josh. I know you're probably tired and want to go to bed here pretty soon. Here, hold on one sec. I'm gonna have to. Joey, you can't make fun of me. Don't be making fun of me, mister. I know. I got dirt on you now. I know. You got a list. So you can't make fun of you started this whole problem. So now I have a list. Okay. Okay, yeah, Samson Farms. Thanks for helping out quality there. Yeah, when you go to if you're talking about you use the little asterisk sign, just like Four Blessings Farm and Samson Farm. They're jumping in there. They're helping you out there. If you want to address another channel in a live chat like that, you just have to use that @ symbol before you type in their name. And if you're on a desktop, typically when you start typing in their name will pop up, and you can just hit the return key or the enter key, and you don't have to type out the whole name. And it will automatically put that name into the comment. And then you hit the return key again, and it'll send your comment off for everybody to see. So, so Nathan, yeah, everybody was calling you Nathan. Everybody knows who you are, Nathan. I just didn't know. That's my son's name. It's a great name. I love it. Nathan Scott is my son's name. He's sleeping. You drive an orange tractor too much. There's nothing wrong with driving one too much. I like that. I'm gonna have to go look at some more of your videos there, Nathan. I gotta. Okay, Nathan. I'm gonna write that down too. So Nathan is a Kubota fan. Okay. And you're in Northwest Tennessee. Okay. Hey, Chad. Thanks for coming in. There's Chad and Shelby from North Country Off Grid. I am blessed and privileged to have another big dog stop in again. Thank you, Chad. Have a good night. Thanks for stopping in and saying hello. So they are coming to. Yes, it does. Samson Farms. It does. We know that. That's why we named our son Nathan as well. Actually, that was part of the reason why we named our son Nathan. My grandfather on my mom's side, his name was Nathan Sams. And my wife got to meet him before he passed away, like a week after when we first got married. And she just fell in love with him, and his name was Nathan. She's like, I love that name. And so we named our son Nathan, and we knew it was a gift from God. So, yep, you were right. Hey, thank you for stopping in, Quality of Life. When you get a chance, I got you down. I'll put your name on the t-shirt. When you get a chance, send me an email with your shirt size. And if you can remember to bring something for the raffle, and it's something that you can donate, whether it's your time, and I'll get to you, Josh, don't go away. If it's your time, something you create, if you make knives, for instance, bring a knife you want to give away. If you make crafts or something for your home that you hang up. And so speaking of Josh, I was telling people the Quality of Life is also one of our North Idaho friends, YouTube channels, that I can no longer. Homestead Pilgrim, thanks for coming in. Glory Grace Farm, thank you for coming in. You have a 2501, okay. Gosh, I'll talk to you in a second about that. So Josh, I was just telling people that I can neither confirm nor deny that we are going to have a goat possibly given away. We're going to have 8 hours of excavator work possibly given away, and possibly have 3 hours of scraper work possibly given away at this as the grand prizes at the raffle at our meetup. So that's what I was trying to get to all this time, Josh, and letting everybody know that's the only thing you really missed. We've been talking about community and stuff like I was blabbing last week. So Anyway, have a good night, Ty. Thanks for coming in. If you can remember to send me one night, great. If you can't, if you know what, Chad said he was giving away one of his kids as well. Chad from North Country Off Grid said he was giving away a kid. So, and his kids are super cute. As long as they're cute and they know how to work, yeah, bring them. You can give them away. I'll take them. We can use them. So that's a great name. Thank you. Hey, Daniel's Adventures. Well, thank you, sir. Thank you very much. What the heck? What the heck time is it in Australia right now? Because it's Monday morning there. That is super cool. I'm gonna have to write that channel down too. So I got a few channels I got to go check out tonight after all this is done. So I have a couple of people that that I'm subscribed to down there, living the dream. Actually, there's another Living the Dream Homestead. I think they're in New Zealand. They're Kiwis down there. Daniel's Adventures. We love having you Aussies and New Zealand, you Aussies and Kiwis part of this homesteading community, because yeah, a lot of you guys out there really are out there out in the bush, and man, it takes a lot to live out there in the bush. That's pretty cool. Thank you, Quality. Thank you tonight. Have a good night, and I'll look for your email when you get a chance. So I gotta drink some more coffee here. Glory Grace Farm. Who are you trying to find? 3 p.m. down in Australia? Yeah, it's in the afternoon, huh? Wow, Joey, you're staying up late with me. Thanks for that, man. I love Joey's channel. I love it. He has Trail Cam Tuesday that he sets up trail cams. If you guys don't, if you guys aren't subscribed to My Slice of Heaven Outdoors, Joey's a great dude. He's a patriot. Got grandkids. He's got a piece of property that he's going to develop and build his homestead. He's got a great Caterpillar dozer, and he has a Trail Cam Tuesday that when he's not working so much, every Tuesday he puts up his Trail Cam videos that he's been putting on his property, and he's got some great videos of some great shots of animals on his property up there. My favorite's the armadillo. I know they're, and I forgot. I had heard that they had done that they have Legionnaire's disease. I'd forgotten about that. But he has armadillos, and I didn't know armadillos were in Missouri. I thought they were down south in Texas and down south farther. But anyway, let's see. Yeah, if you guys on your chat, if you guys are on a desktop, you go to the right, and there's 3 dots, and you go over there, and that'll pull up a little. You click on that, the 3 dots right there, it'll pull up a little menu, and you guys can check out people's channels and whatnot. So, my 3 dots over here, I have extra stuff. I can, if you're a moderator, you can put users on timeout. You can hide them. You can remove them. All kinds of good stuff. So anyway, so. Yeah, that's what they call Legionnaire's disease, right? Leprosy. Yeah. So, yeah, which is really bizarre that an animal would carry that stuff around. So, anyway, Josh, you're probably are you still in here, Josh, from Essential Mountain? He probably just stopped in to say hi. I know Chad stopped in to say hi. It's getting late, so. Well, guys, you guys have been a fantastic group tonight. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching. I know a lot of you guys are still up late, and you guys are back in the Central Time, back east, and I know it's 9:30 here. I'm doing good, Daniel. Thanks for asking. I appreciate it. I'm doing very good. We have a great homesteading community here. We've been really excited, a bunch of us in this live stream tonight, talking about a meet and greet that we're doing up here. So Daniel's Adventures, curious what you guys are doing for meetups down there. I know there's a lot of homesteaders and off-grid people and whatnot down there in New Zealand and Australia. So do you guys do meetups down there? Do you guys do meet and greets with your YouTube channel creators? Do you guys form community and all that kind of stuff? So that's kind of what we're... Oklahoma, yeah. Mom My Knee, 11:30, Oklahoma City. So, Mom My Knee, you guys have been hit massively with those. Bayou Homestead, thanks for coming back in. Good grief, dude. It's late up. You guys are up late. I got to get up and finish some of my stuff tomorrow morning too. But I'm not going to cry to you guys about being late, unless you guys all plan on going sleeping in tomorrow morning. I'm going to be up early. I got to work on some more stuff on my day off. So, but yeah, you guys have been hit with some massive. I was born in Muskogee, Oklahoma, but my parents moved right after I was born to Oregon, and we lived in, and I grew up in Oregon. But gosh, you guys have just been hit hard with the tornadoes out there, and people are dying, man. So I know the whole nation's praying for all of you people over there, and I just pray that God is protecting you guys. So, okay, so you guys do meet up and meetups then. That's cool. Your mom is getting home soon. Oh, okay. Wow, you guys are up late. So yeah. Yep, I'm an Okie from Muskogee. That's right. I have really weird. I have memories as a 2 or 3 year old, just really kind of foggy, hazy memories of living out in the farm, getting stung on an eyelid by a bee, and all kinds of weird things when I was a little tiny tot. But I don't, obviously we can't really hardly remember our days when we were that young. But gosh, I don't know. I couldn't live in Oklahoma like you guys. You guys are brave souls to do that, and you guys are prepared. So. Freedom using Farm and Arbor. You got to let them out in 5 hours. Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, we're gonna bring it to a close here in a few more minutes, guys. Answer a few more questions here, and then we're gonna go for the last time that I did this live stream. Gosh, we still got 14 channels in here watching. I appreciate it. Thanks, guys. You guys make the conversation interesting, so I'm just really responding to a lot of things you guys are saying, and just stuff that I'm passionate about, and apparently you guys are all passionate about it too. It must hit a chord with all of you, talking about community and helping each other out, and just the reality, this just being real with people, and that's where it's at. So apparently it's a common theme and a common chord with all of you guys, and I appreciate you guys watching me. I thank you so much. So, Bayou Homestead, you hit 100 subs. Thank you. No, you're fine. I don't know what the whole thing is with subs and the word subscribe. When I first started doing live streams and going into other people's live streams, they would say, don't use the word sub, don't use the word subscribe, all that kind of stuff. Because if, thank you, Daniels, I appreciate it. So the word subscribe, if they use it too many times, the YouTube algorithm starts to pick it up, and it'll flag your channel, and you can possibly be put on timeout, or you're not allowed to do live streams for a week or a month or something, because what YouTube doesn't want is people going, hey, sub me, I'll sub you, sub me, and so they have this big sub fest. And so when you start saying that, and you start seeing that in the comment, it starts flagging the algorithm. So, but the last few weeks, like Chris in Single Dad Homestead, he's like, yeah, it's not that big of a deal. But he's already monetized at this point, so he's already a big dog. I'm still kind of a small guy, but I'm growing like crazy, and I just don't want to get flagged. So if you guys can try not to, oh yeah, Mom, my knee, yeah, that's right. Yeah, the sirens going off all the time too. Gosh, I was reading about that on Fox this morning about the sirens going off, and the people, the one with the trailer fell on top of the other trailer, and anyway, yeah, those tornadoes are crazy. Hey, Tinker's wife, by the way, where are you at? I know I have you written down somewhere, but what state are you in? California, out here on the Pacific Coast? I forget where you at. Are you in Northern California? Where are you at? Anyway, Daniel's Adventure. Oh, that's what I was going to ask you. How did I pop up in your feed? If you're not already subscribed to my channel, how did I pop up in your feed? Did you just go searching for live feeds or live streams and I came up, or yeah, no, that's okay, Bayou, that's fine. It is kind of dumb, right? I think it's kind of silly. It's not a big deal. I'm not chastising you guys. I'm not mad, nothing like that. That's just what that's what I learned, is you weren't supposed to use those words. But then I guess I'm saying I'm kind of confused, because the last few weeks I've had other channels saying, yeah, it's not that big of a deal. So I don't know. If I guess if everybody started saying it a whole bunch of times, it might flag the algorithm. So I think it's still safer to just not say, we call it, don't use the S word. Don't say, sub or subscribe or I subbed or whatever. So when you go to, okay, you searched for live streams. Okay. Oh, you're in Portland. Oh, okay. Okay. Well, I grew up in, you're Patty, that's right. I got you, Patty. I grew up north of Eugene in the hills. I grew up on 11 acres of forested land with a trout stream, and I helped my dad build a log cabin. I peeled logs like crazy. We had the local log mill deliver logs. I had logs delivered from my grandpa's property, and I peeled logs and I built a log house up there. So kind of set the bar high for what I wanted when I, eventually got to be an adult and could do it myself, as I wanted a log home, because that place was awesome. So up in the hills in Coburg. I don't know if you're familiar with Coburg. So anyway, oh, Mom and E, okay. Mom My Knee, yes, you found us the other night with Single Dad Homestead. That's cool. So you searched for live streams. Okay. Oh, you found me on another channel. And you saw that I went on lives. Huh. So you saw me on another channel's live stream. Okay, that's cool. Bus. Yeah, that was a good live. Chris always has good lives. He's fun. Beautiful down here. So dyslexia, yeah, Chris has dyslexia, that's for sure. So Patty, I had, growing up in Oregon, how much it rains. I mean, I'm telling you how much it rains. Yeah, how much it rains up there. And it wasn't so much the rain, so much as just the fact that it was overcast and cloudy. I tell people 200 days out of the year it's at least cloudy and kind of misty or drizzly, down in the Willamette Valley. And then of course, the farther north you go, closer to Seattle, it gets even worse, right? So when we went, I'm just tired of the heat down here. Yes, it's pretty down here in a lot of ways, in a lot of places, but it's overcrowded. I grew up out in the country. I'm a farm boy, and I just grew out there. Good night, Joey. Thank you for coming in. Thank you so much for staying so long. I know it's. I normally try and do these for an hour and a half to 2 hours, but all you guys keep talking and chatting, and I just have such a great time talking with you guys. Chris, the last time, kept me up for almost 3.5 hours, because he just kept going. And like, man, oh man, we were talking about hydroelectric and stuff. It was fun. So anyway, thanks, Joey, for coming in. Guys, go check out Joey at My Slice of Heaven Outdoors. He's got a great channel. So, really, Patty? That's interesting. Hey, R5, thanks for coming in. I'm subscribed to your channels. So you saw my channel subscribed on someone else's channel, and you clicked into it and seen. Oh, okay. Then you saw my lives. Okay, I gotcha. All right. I've done that quite a bit with a lot of your guys' channels. A lot of channels on here as well. I'll go on other channels and I'll see somebody's comment, and if it looks interesting, I'll go check out their channel and stuff. So that's why I find a lot of people that way too. So cool. Thanks for subscribing, Daniel. I appreciate it. That's awesome. Oh, freedom using farmers. You have dyslexia. Yeah, Chris says he has dyslexia. He said it a few times. So, and he tries to read his scripture. Sometimes it's hard for him. It takes him a minute to read it. So, that's a challenge that I've never totally comprehended how anybody can ever read. I guess there's different severities of it, right? So, anyway, thanks for coming in. Thanks for sticking with us, Freedom Using Farm. I appreciate it. So, Patty, I guess, I don't know, that's the way I remember it, and it seemed like every 10 years we'd have a cold snap come through and we'd get snow. I remember sledding down our hills with a foot of snow on the ground. That was fun, but we rarely ever got snow, and we were at 1,500 feet in the hills, and we rarely got down that low. But I just remember all the rain and how misty and stuff it was, and it was so hard to plan any kind of outdoor activity, because we couldn't go camping much. I mean, we could, but you'd have to suffer in the rain, right? So I wanted, but I love the green. I loved how green it was and how everything would grow, and I wanted the same kind of greenery, and I wanted that same amount of water. And so we picked Idaho because of all of that. But in Idaho, when the storm goes through, it typically will pass out and clear up right away, and it'll be sunny like the next day. So it doesn't stay cloudy for weeks on end. Sometimes it does, but it's not. It's not for 6 months. So plus it's a little bit colder. We get a little bit more snow. We like the snow. We like to play in the snow. So that's why we picked Idaho. And plus all the politics in Oregon, I'm not happy with either. There's one place more liberal than California, and it's Oregon these days. So we weren't happy with that. I wasn't happy with the high property taxes. So there's a lot of reason why we didn't pick Oregon, as much as I loved how green it was and stuff. But anyway, all right. Hey, good night, Homestead Pilgrim. Thanks for coming in. I really appreciate it. You have a good night. So guys, yeah, thank you so much for coming in. This is just a great example of what community is all about. This is what I'm passionate about. You know, I mean, I would love to have a big channel someday and love to be, you know, one of the big dogs. But I'm not doing this to make money on YouTube. If it gets to that point, that's great. But my passion is you people, is community, helping people. If one of you guys can learn something from my videos, fantastic. But I am learning way more from your guys' videos. All of you guys, like Nathan Sampson, all you guys, I'm learning so much about. I haven't bought my tractor yet. I'm gonna buy a tractor based on what I'm watching. So I have learned so much from you guys. I've learned about solar. I've learned about hydroelectric. Our place is off grid with a solar system. I know how to take care of it better because of watching your guys' videos. So this community is. It's bizarre. It's interesting. It's fascinating. This YouTube community is fascinating because, like I've said this a million times. Some of you guys are new, so I'll say it to you guys. Yes, I know, Patty. It is. It is the bane of living there. Boise is actually a little drier down south. So we're in the Panhandle up in the northern part. We're 2 hours from the Canadian border. It's actually a lot wetter, and it rains quite a bit more up in the northern part of Idaho. Boise's beautiful, though. It's still beautiful all over down there. So anyway, yeah, the politics are the bane, that's for sure. Anyway, this community is why I'm doing this. This is my passion, and I love this. The reality TV it's almost all fake. I don't know how many of you guys have watched TV and watched, you know, Homestead Rescue. I had Russ in here earlier tonight. He was one of my friends, and that is. Oh, we got some late night visitors. Hey, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
We got family coming over and girlfriends. So Russ on Happy Colorado Homestead, guys. If you guys have been here and seen his, he popped in for a little bit tonight. His episode of Homestead Rescue is coming up. We have the Rinkers from Breaking Free Off Grid. They have a YouTube channel. They're in North Idaho as well. Tony and Stuart Rinker, and I'm hoping they come to our meetup. Their episode of Homestead Rescue just aired about a month and a half, 2 months ago, and so it was fun talking to them about their experience, but they were very honest about it. Said, yeah, the producers wanted us to make more of it than it was. They want to dramatize it. All of these shows we see that are supposedly reality TV, they are all dramatized. They all hype them up. I could tell you stories. I was on a show with Boyd Coddington from American Hot Rod a number of years ago, like 15 years ago, and I didn't get a whole lot of time on the show because I didn't have any drama. I wasn't cussing and swearing and talking trash about people and stuff. So this YouTube experience is fascinating to me because this is real. If you guys, I plan on meeting some of you guys in North Idaho here in about 6 weeks. What you're seeing right here is what you're going to get. This is the way I am. And that's the way all of you guys are typically, for the most part. There's a few there. Nathan, he wants to keep going back to talk to tractors. Dude, I could talk to you about tractors all night. That's so funny. Yep, the green tractors, they get lost in the tall brush, right? Anyway, yeah, you know what, Freedom? Hey, Freedom Using Farm, you said you were taking off. You were gonna go to sleep, so we're all gonna cut out of here. We got people dropping like flies now, and I get it. I'm getting tired too. So, guys, by the way, every Sunday at 7 p.m. Pacific time, I'm planning on doing a live stream with everybody, and as you can tell, I got plenty to talk about, and I only plan on going for an hour and a half, maybe two. Here we are at 2 hours and 45 minutes, and I got so much to talk to you guys about, and you guys have things to talk to me about. This is great. So the whole goal here is to build community, encourage one another, and to give each other help and ideas. And some you guys have met each other tonight. People have been exchanging names and emails, and that's fantastic. And looking at other channels and stuff. And this community just gets bigger and bigger and stronger every day. So, guys, thank you so much for coming in tonight. I know a lot of you are got to get up early tomorrow. I know I got to be up. I haven't watched TV we just canceled DirecTV. I haven't watched TV for the last 3 months because I'm spending so much time talking to you people and just I sit there and veg and watch a TV for 3 hours and just maybe think about something versus this kind of banner. Never in my life have I ever talked for 3 hours straight. That's all your fault. All your guys' fault. So anyway, it's fantastic. Four Blessings Farm. Yep. Good grief. You grew up on Ford tractors and they're champs. Yeah, I hear you, Nathan. So I'm going to watch some more of your videos, Nathan. I'm going to watch some more of your stuff. And you're saying goodnight to Tom? Okay. I thought you were going to go as well. Yeah, TV is just garbage, man. It's just even the reality TV, the best shows on there are still dramatized. So this is all good stuff. And they tell us not to do clickbait on our channels, right? We're not supposed to be doing clickbait to get people to watch your channel. And I try really, really hard not to do that. I think I've done one that had a clickbaity title, and that was my testimony as becoming a Christian. And it's called The Ultimate Prep, and it's my testimony how I became a Christian, and having really found a relationship with God, and not anyway. So I titled it The Ultimate Prep because I'm somewhat of a prepper. Not a doomsday prepper like the show, which is way dramatized, but still a good show. But anyway, I haven't watched TV for months either because I've spent too much time on YouTube with you guys, and I love it. So anyway, thank you, Patty, for coming in, for spending so much time with me. Thank you. Yeah, I know, Nathan. Yeah, right. A big, beautiful orange tractor with arrows pointing to it. That's not clickbait. Not for guys like me that want one real bad. That's why. Oh, whose little picture here? It's Four Blessings Farm. So I saw the little picture of their Kubota on their little picture in the chat right here, and all I want to do is go check out their channel right now and go see what kind of tractor that is and see the videos. So it's not clickbait at all. Anyway. Glory Grace Farm. There is nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that title. Glory Grace is fantastic. Glory and grace. We are all needing grace, right? And glory to God for that grace that He gave us in His Son. So I know it's Sunday, but I'm not going to preach a sermon to you guys. It is time to go. I would love to just keep talking with you guys all night long, but it's already been almost 3 hours, and I need to get up tomorrow morning and finish my bumper. I know all you guys missed the first part of my thing. I put a big winch bumper on my truck, but I bought the parts and welded it together myself. So that's going to be a new video coming up. For all of you guys that like to weld and you're fabricators and assemble things yourself, if you want a winch bumper or a rear bumper for your truck, any vehicle, you can buy the parts and weld it all together yourself and save a boatload of money. So I'm going to be putting a video out about that. It's done. I have to just finish painting it, and then I'll be installing it. So anyway, that's what I'm doing tomorrow to finish my day tomorrow. You guys have a happy Memorial Day. Thank you for stopping in. Thank you for making this live stream fantastic. It certainly wasn't me. It is all you guys. You guys making it fantastic with great conversation tonight. Thank you so much for all that. So I will see you guys again. I'll see a lot of you guys on your live streams, and I'll be looking at your guys' videos. And if I don't see you guys in those live streams or whatnot, and chatting with you guys, I'll see you guys next Sunday at 7 p.m. Pacific time. So those of you guys that are back in Central and Mountain and back East, thank you for staying up so late. That is just, I'm truly honored and blessed and fantastic to have you guys here. So you guys have a good night. We're going to sign off for now. All right. So have a fantastic night. Happy Sunday, and God bless.